And we're live. Alrighty, round two. Let's see if we can get this going. So, I've got Jojojiva playing as Grok'thal the Cleaver, Essence Reaper playing as Chadwick Chazworth III, Auggle as Humphrey Arbuckle, Bagel Trouble playing as Bagel, and I've got Rotlas / Sebastian playing as Good. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and break down the scene. So these are weekly one-shots. You guys essentially have spent the night at Honey's Homebrew Tavern, and wake up in the morning and have decided to take a look at the job board. Over the course of the time that you guys are in the bar, you decide to pick up the job, and off you go clear a dungeon. Nothing too crazy on that, but I give you the time to introduce yourselves in the tavern. You guys can use leftover gold, pool it up, and either try and buy another item, extra arrows, or something like that. And I think that's pretty much all I have going. Yeah. Let's fire this off, and I'll get everybody to roll me a d20, highest roll, and we'll get you to go first. Got Bagel as the 16 at the moment. Oh, Jojojiva's probably going to start off.
Man, let's keep this going, guys. Let's just roll like this the whole time.
Alright, I still need to roll from Humphrey. There we go. And last one I need is from Good.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get all of our good rolls out of the way, guys.
Of course, yeah.
How do I do that?
Good rolls.
On the left-hand side of the screen, you should have a bunch of tools that you can click on. Down near the bottom should be the picture, or one that has a picture of a dice. You can click on that. And then there should be a d20 that you can roll. Alternatively, you can type in /R 1d20. Let's see if I can.
Give me a minute, please.
Yep.
Ousted as a Redditor early on. It's sad to see.
Yep. Alrighty, so Jojojiva, or more specifically, Grok'thal the Cleaver, awakes in his bed. The one of the party who has decided to claim the Master Suite. You wake up and go ahead and describe your character and give us a rundown of what you do before you head down to the bar.
Grok'thal wakes up, grabs his loot, and straps on his boots, ready for another day of adventuring. So, going to grab all of his stuff and head out, and then maybe go and get a drink. Because he knows he's gonna need it.
Alrighty. So Grok'thal goes ahead, gets out of bed, and begins meandering on out after getting himself equipped up. Anything that you want to do as you make your way down to the bar?
No.
Not
I don't
right.
see anything I would do.
Nothing crazy in the sleeping area upstairs. You end up making your way down to the bar, and the general din in the morning. A few patrons who have finished their morning chores and routines are here for a either early lunch or late breakfast. Honey is currently running drinks between different tables and getting the orders ready, while the general din is somewhat lively and just somewhat you're caught during the early morning. Alrighty. Grok'thal has made his way down to the bar, and we'll go ahead and I believe next in line was Essence Reaper playing as Chadwick Chazworth III.
So Chadwick is going to be needing to do some personal grooming in the morning. He's got his soap, he's got his knife, he's got his razor blade. He's going to be just trimming up, getting all nice and smooth, and making sure that he's properly presentable with his hair in pomade spikes before he goes down. Going down, mostly looking to see if he can go ahead and get himself a protein shake for the morning. Get that day started off right.
Alrighty. And so as you go ahead and get yourself up and ready, moving your way down to the bar, much of the same that I've already described. Down at the bottom, you are the first to see Grok'thal after looking over the job board. Have anything that you guys want to do with one another before we jump to another party member?
I want to catch Grok'thal's eye and flex at him.
Alright, go ahead and make me a performance check. Grok'thal, roll me a, let's go with...
Perception?
Yeah, perception. Yeah, probably perception.
Alright.
Alrighty. Chadwick gets down the stairs, sees Grok'thal. Grok'thal looks up, gives a nodding look, and the flexing begins. The arms up high, you the silhouette reaches almost upwards to the ceiling. As you strike different poses and flex your muscles, the two of you have met one another's gaze. So, anything else for you guys there?
I roll I roll athletics to flex as hard as possible.
All right, you're not even trying to make it like a performance. You're just as hard as you can, trying to make the muscles bulge, like almost double in size. Go ahead and roll an athletics on that.
I channel the soul of Arnold Schwarzenegger in my very being.
All right. You do so, but it's a hunched over position, and you're trying to flex as hard as you can. And while your form does get rather large and whatnot, it's not as presentable or as bombacious as Chadwick or as Chad's. While his All right. Well, these two guys are flexing at each other downstairs. I believe third in line was Good, the Dwarven Ranger. Go ahead and tell us your morning routine and a quick description of Good before you make your way down to the bar.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But I'm in the room right now. I want to see if I can take something for myself.
Go ahead and roll me a investigation.
How do I do that?
If you go up the top right-hand corner of the windows here, there should be one called the Journal. Just below, or after you click on that, then you should be able to go find your character whose name is Good. You can double-click on that, and that will open up his character sheet. From there, it'll show you 3 tabs. One is Bioinfo, second is Character Sheet, third is Attributes. You're going for the Character Sheet. And then after that, you should be able to scroll on down. On the left-hand side, you will see a bunch of numbers, followed by the area where you can click on a particular skill.
I don't find the option in the left corner.
Here. I'll go ahead and share my screen, and if you take a look over in the Discord, you'll be able to see where I'm going.
Please.
There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that off again. Let me know once you're looking, so that way I can show you where we're going. Loading. Do you see it in the Discord where I am?
Yes. So I think it's here.
Bobcat.
I select myself.
Yeah, so over here, Journal. Scroll on down, click on Good. Then that'll open up this window here. Going over to Character Sheet. On the left-hand side are your abilities, then your saves, and then just below your saves are all your skills. If you're going ahead to take a look for something that value that you could take with you, Investigation is right here. It should be in alphabetical order. And you just click on the investigation itself.
Character sheet and investigation.
Yep. There we go. You look over. While the room is nice, there isn't really much in the way of valuables that are left behind. You take a look under the bed to see if somebody had left any coins. You check the dresser. People don't tend to leave their clothes there or anything like that. You find a small pamphlet on one of the night tables talking about the local gods in the area and which churches to visit.
Nothing useful.
Nothing.
So the only thing I can do now is go back to the entrance.
That would be the plan. So Good looks over the room and tries to see if there's anything worth value of taking. There's not much. The rooms are comfortable, if a bit barren. And you make your way on down to the bar. As you descend the stairs, you will end up spotting a couple of individuals flexing at one another after taking a look at the job board. You aren't quite sure if they're trying to one-up one another or if they're simply presenting. It just might very well be a form of communication. Is there anything you're doing with these individuals?
Since I don't belong to these kind of situations, I think, but for myself, that is some kind of salutation. So I approach and try to flex in my abs.
All right. Seeing it as a challenge almost, Good makes his way over and begins flexing. Same deal. Go over to your character sheet and find the athletics button and give that a click. And we'll see how hard this dwarf flexes.
The what?
So if you open up your character sheet, and
Yes.
same place where you found investigation, just further up should be athletics. It should also have a blue check mark beside it because you guys trained in that. There we go. Unfortunately, it is not that impressive. Much like the orc you took a look at, and you take a look over at the human is striking poses, the muscles flex, the oil shimmers in the morning light as it comes in through the windows. The orc has managed to bulk himself up, but he's hunched over, and while the muscles do bulge, it's not very presentable. You take after the orc and start trying to, like, stretch your muscles out, but the clothes that you're wearing make it hard to see the actual flexing of the muscles. But all right.
Steady.
So it looks like the morning routine at the moment is just walk downstairs, see people flexing at each other, and just join in, just.
As is tradition, Cord would be pleased.
All right. Moving on, I believe the next in line is, let's see. Oh, I ended up going out of order there. Well, either way, Bagel, looks like you are going to be next in line there. My bad.
No worries. All right. So having checked on his flock, you guys can barely hear a frustrated goblin trying to explain that his chickens can enter the bar over the cacophony of clucks going on outside. Eventually, frustrated, he walks in, two middle fingers raised at the patron that was standing outside the bar, brushing feathers off of him as he goes, and proceeds over to the table to not flex at you. In fact, his top priority is getting himself some nice morning absinthe.
Yep, morning absinthe. A little green in the morning, never hurt anyone.
Bit of light morning drinking.
Yep. Go ahead and you make the request up at the bar, and Honey says she'll be just a moment as she finishes delivering more drinks and foodstuffs over to the other patrons. Eventually, she makes her way back behind the bar, ducks in behind. She's gone for a couple more moments before she comes back with a small tankard and a bottle of the absinthe beside. Places it on the table and says that she'll come collect payment in a bit.
I imagine we've come to an agreement in the past that she knows she can get fresh chickens off of my tab.
She can just purchase the chickens. It's with a heavy sigh she agrees, but you know what? Chicken is cheap here now, and so like whenever you show up, like the following day is like a cheap wings night type thing, or like cheap chicken.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like one copper wing night.
Yeah. You come in with eggs and you just like place them on the counter, and she, in exchange, just leaves the absinthe there.
I would like to note that Chadwick would look absolutely terrified at the fact that there's
hair is over.
There's a tankard next to the
Yeah,
absinthe.
no, I was about to say that. Like, I was
Yep.
already ready on the con save button.
The tankard is ready. It's just essentially so you can pour the absinthe in and drink at your leisure. It's up to you whether you want to fill the whole thing or not.
I mean, I already rolled the con check, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are definitely... Like, you're gonna be fine, at least for now. Like, it doesn't burn the back of your throat. It didn't catch you in a bad way. The plant that grows out of your eye, you can feel it twitching a little bit as the almost poison touches its roots and it tries to retract a bit. But, yeah.
Give me some plant killer.
Probably bears mentioning that Bagel, knower of all things, it seems to have sort of prematurely aged a bit on their right side, specifically to the bone. And there's also a vibrant plant growing out of where their right eye used to be.
And also, he seems to actually potentially be able to outdrink the people flexing at each other.
Despite being small.
Yep.
At the same moment, three people flexing.
This goblin just marches on through, covered in feathers, gets a drink, and just... All right.
My -1 constitution won't have this.
Probably not.
I will also order.
Alrighty, and we'll move on to the last member of the party, as we have Humphrey Arbuckle waking up.
Powerful name.
Don't know why that
That's
was the accent I
awesome.
picked, but
Humphrey Arbuckle is a young 80-year-old Luxodon, stands a short 8 foot tall, wears a nice set of suspended pants. Kind of a farmer looking fella. He's gonna get up, have a good stretch.
Is Humphrey also shirtless?
Nah, it's too early in the morning for that. Head on down. Take care of that.
there we go.
Humphrey's got farmer bod, you see.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Farmer
Major
dad bod.
He's gonna step on downstairs. Good morning, honey. Give me
Morning,
a
Humphrey.
Give me a cup of hot brown, please.
And,
Oh, I see we're flexing, gentlemen. He's gonna roll his sleeves up.
Honey gives like a kind of smiling shrug and just, it's the kind of people. Goes ahead and gets the drink ready for you. Humphrey does very well. Chadwick, as you are posing, for a moment, the eyes of both Grok'thal and Grok'thal, there we go, and Good, even Bagel for a moment, their heads kind of turn and look just a bit above you for a moment, and a shadow is cast over the light that peers in through one of the windows. You turn around and you see a large elephantine person flexing. It is very impressive, especially with their stature. However, you step to the side a little bit. The morning light catches you in through one of the windows, and again you shimmer through your oiled sheen.
Magnificent
Chad.
silhouette! My God!
A challenger has appeared.
Yep.
Ali, a round of absinthe, the good green stuff.
Cheers.
And again, more booze are distributed up to the party if they wish to partake in the morning absinthe. It's a harder liquor, so we're going to go ahead and set that to a DC 15. Otherwise, you guys are just poisoned for the morning.
Now, if this was evening, sure, but for the morning, I would prefer to start off with a nice strong smoothie with eggs,
Wuss.
lots of protein.
An egg smoothie. All right.
I'm already drinking mine. Uh-oh.
Look at the child over here. It's only mildly hallucinogenic.
Jojo goes ahead and as you tried to do it with such vigor and to try and make a show of it, that as you pull back the shot, you miss your lips and it goes right up into your nose. There's a short fit of coughing, a bit of burning in the eyes as you splashed your face. But yeah, that wasn't great.
I have no sense of smell anymore. I've lost it. What have I done?
Wait,
The man
Everything
has a
just smells
drinking
like
problem.
pain.
isn't this the...
He's surprised. He thinks that the people is so awesome that can drink through the eyes.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's how we
Maybe I
do
could
it.
try that sometimes.
That's how we do
slight
it.
difference?
That's how we orcs do it. We drink through the nose to prove we're strong.
I'm just
I'd like to imagine Humphrey coming up and actually just drinking through his nose because it's the trunk.
Yes, this is true.
Oh man, drinking up through the trunk, but it just burns all the way up. Oh,
That morning coffee wakes you right up.
ooh. Alrighty. So after a bit of time, the lot of you, after exchanging pleasantries and whatnot, and get to be friends, are eventually interested in taking a look over at the job board. A posting tends to catch the group of you as you look over. A local lord, who recently inherited his father's lands, has requested a group of adventurers to go ahead and essentially uncover an old ruin within his estate. Below seem to be a important structure, but they haven't been able to find their way in. And the couple that and the few folks who have been sent have been promptly escorted out without injury by machinations or moving automatons. While the people were not injured, they felt that it was best to get a more experienced group of adventurers in who would possibly have a better chance of unlocking the secrets below.
So they called upon a farmer, a chicken rancher, a flexer, and they forget the other guy's professions.
It tends to be an open thing for any adventuring party. The job board gets, or the piece of paper gets stabbed into the wall, and there's a reward for a month's pay for any individuals who are able to retrieve items of worth from the estate, which should come out to 60 gold a person. But if you guys have any cash left over from your characters, now would be a good time to spend it. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and essentially just kind of fast-track you guys to the dungeon here, being a one-shot and all.
Okay.
I like breakfast.
I reckon we could take this one out, fellas. Anybody know anything about automatons?
Oh, I know loads about automatons. I
Town,
would argue I am a subject matter expert on automatons. You can trust in my knowledge, I assure you.
You know any equipment that might help?
Have you considered knives? Knives seem like they would be very good. You can shove them in the weak bits.
It's starting to sound like you don't know too much about automatons now.
Well, you clearly know nothing about knowing things.
Honey, can I get 4 servings of scrambled eggs?
Yep, Honey can go ahead and get all that done. The hay sugar is Honey's thing, and so I won't be trying to emulate that because I don't want to try to step on any toes here.
Hey, sugar.
Runs out, grabs a batch of eggs, and runs back in to cover his tab.
Yep.
Ooh.
Rotlas, I
How
believe,
about-
has... I can't remember how much gold Rotlas has off the top of my head. I'll go ahead and see if I can jump onto the character sheet for a second here and find out how much. Because
Actually, I'm gonna buy a crowbar if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like a plan.
Pow.
I would love to roll athletics just to see what I get.
I'm
Do
not
it.
gonna bother.
How much?
He's still flexing as hard as he can.
Rotlas has still got 13 gold pieces. Oh, and wishes to propose an arm wrestling challenge, and we'll buy a drink for the winner. So... All right. Then how about we'll start off with the... let's go with the stronger ones. I don't know. Let's see. Good is the one who is proposing an arm wrestling challenge. We'll go ahead and do a first to 3 wins type thing. So I'm going to go with... Let's start off with Chadwick and Grok'thal as the first 2. And we'll get you guys to go ahead. And the first challenge is, of course, going to be athletics.
Not strength?
Nope, the first one is athletics. Well, athletics is a is one of the skills that relates from strength, or the only one anyway. Okay, Grok'thal goes ahead, strong as ever. While his presentation of his flexing wasn't all that great, the moment his elbow hit that table, it dug in a little bit, and he was ready. So let's see how Chadwick is able to keep up with it. Chad, go ahead and roll me athletics. The 2 palms clasp, and it isn't even a moment before Grok'thal already has Chadwick falling over the side of the table. Chad's barely holding on. Next one I'm going to go ahead and do is, could I get each of you to go ahead and roll me dexterity? This time you're trying to flex, twist your wrist to get an advantage on the other one dexterity on this one, is you're trying to twist the opponent, get a better grip, maybe squeeze the sides of their fingers to get them to release the pressure.
Demonstration of technique.
Oh.
Uh-oh. And for technique, while it isn't a pretty sight, the two of you trying to twist, eventually, Chad twists his wrist forward and is able to lift up a little bit. The two of you are at a standstill, but either's ready to give. The third one, let's go ahead and... Let's see, what would be the third one for this contest? Anybody got any ideas?
On?
Brendan?
Whoever
Constitution?
endures longest?
Sure, let's go ahead
Intimidation.
with a Constitution save and see if the other one can outlast the other, or if your body starts giving out. Oh no!
no.
Oh no! And
no.
eventually, while he had a strong start, Grok'thal gets forced on back, and eventually the strength begins to leave as the exhaustion takes in and falls back.
The absinthe!
Currently, Chadwick is winning for the time being. Would anyone else like to challenge the current champion?
I don't have to be worried. I know that the brain is the strongest muscle.
I call him a nerd.
Alrighty. Any
Okay.
other...
I guess I'll step up to the plate.
Chad, as you were celebrating, once again, the shadow blocks in one of the windows as the morning light is taken away, and you look up, and once again, it is Humphrey. And as you look up at him, he leans down, and just his elbow gently touches the table, and he lets the rest of his weight set in, and then you can hear the table audibly creak as he presses into it, ready to accept the challenge.
You got a weight class above you.
Want to do an arm wrestle, young man?
Yeah.
I am incredibly tempted to ask Cord's favor in this challenge.
Huh?
Humphrey's ready for the athletics. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Low roll, but...
Snowfall, I'm gonna go ahead and use my channel divinity. Let's go ahead and settle this proper.
All right. I believe that gives you advantage on the strength check, right?
Um,
And you-
I'm displaying it in the VTT.
It's a bonus action, yep, for the next 10 minutes. Advantage on strength checks, yep. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do this. And Humphrey, as you are ready to take the challenge, it's in one moment that Chad's hand meets yours, and you begin pressing in, and he hasn't moved. He just smiles and just ever so slowly just starts moving your arm backwards. It's slow and without stopping. It's like half an inch, 1.5, 2. There's no stopping it no matter how hard you press. It is controlled. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check. Try and jockey for a better angle. Try to twist and get the opponent to be pressed back. Let's see how it goes.
Can I run interference with my trunk?
All right.
Acrobatics. Oh, no.
Yep. Oh, Humphrey's going big. The trunk comes in and tries to jockey for a better position. He's like pressing the inside of his arm with his trunk, trying to pull everything over at once. Can Chad survive on this?
Am I able to roll this as acrobatics for Peerless Athlete or just straight
Yep.
dex?
Yep. We had Humphrey roll acrobatics, so you're on acrobatics as well.
Yeah, that'd be fair.
Oh!
Oh,
The trunk came in,
Sorry,
and
excuse
just
me.
as the hands eventually stop, Humphrey's trunk is pulling his arm as hard as he can, and you can see the two hands clasping as they're making their way back to the center of the table. And now we'll see if either of you are able to last and carry out the strenuous activity. Go ahead and roll me Constitution saves.
Saves?
Yeah, saves.
Yeah.
Oh no!
or
The first it's a slow draw. You can see the sweat pouring from both of these individuals, these titans. The table creaks and groans under the pressure, and eventually Humphrey, pulling with his trunk with all of his might, leans his weight into it and pushes Chad over. Chad, your hand slaps into the back of the table there. You are huffing and puffing. It seems that Humphrey has won. Maybe it is because he's a Titan. Maybe it is because it was already the strenuous activity for beating Grok'thal. But for now, Humphrey is the champion.
The Chad,
Old man still got it.
the
The
Chad will
victory.
advise you that, unfortunately, due to the structural integrity of the table, the Chad didn't feel like he could use all of his strength.
Oh, now, don't start with the excuses now.
The Chad couldn't get leverage with a weakened table.
Uh,
Nah, that's all right, son. You'll get me next time. It was just a fluke. That's all.
Alrighty. There's still Good and Bagel if either of them want to challenge Humphrey.
Oh, Bagel's busy providing color commentary and explaining to all the patrons the rules of the game.
Yep. Alright. People watch standing. Alrighty. In that case, then after the display and the bonding moment between the athleticism, the group of you are able to start heading out, and we will go ahead and fast track everything to when eventually you arrive at the dungeon.
All right, so I think that the somebody was wanting to buy some a crowbar. I don't think that we're going to need anything else exceptional for this one, right?
Yeah, you guys can
10-foot pole.
have
10-foot
common
pole.
Hey, don't take me anywhere. Fuck.
You think that a son of a sailor would be caught anywhere without his fishing pole?
Block and tackle.
There we
Block
go.
and
That should have
tackle.
dragged you guys over there. Yeah, if you guys have any other common magic or common items that you want to pick up, by all means, go ahead. But should have you guys all the way down at the bottom left-hand corner of this map with not a lot of light going on at the moment.
Snowfall, stop sharing your screen.
Oh, I am sharing. Yep. All right, and boop. There we go.
Can't believe Snowfall would
I don't know what's having such a fun time cheating. For reference, I was not cheating.
That's fine.
Oh, I didn't supposed to see the further.
No worries. I don't think you guys spotted what was actually there, so you should be
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine.
Anywho's, I believe as you guys enter in, the daylight ends up being whisked away as you walk down into the hall, and you have made your way into the entryway of the dungeon. There is no light here, save for a few flecks further down in the tunnel. I believe a couple of you have dark vision, so you're able to see some shenanigans, but
Bagel.
you might have to light a
I
torch.
not see.
Bagel lets you know that none of the 10 suits of armor he can see have anyone in them.
Okay.
Hold on, I
I'm
just
gonna
I can't see
light
in
my
general.
lantern.
Sorry, I've got two people talking at the same time.
You first.
I can't see.
Down.
Alright.
Yep. So
Okay.
somebody can go ahead and light me a torch if you want. Let me know who it is.
I'll light a
I'm-
lantern actually, and I'll stick it in my trunk. Hold
Alrighty.
on to it that way.
So
Okay.
we have one torch and one lantern.
'Kay.
Because Chadwick will carry a torch.
Token
Maybe
minutes
we
light.
can save that for later.
Lantern is 20 and 20, if I recall. Same thing with torches.
Torches, I believe, are 15s, aren't they?
So
Think
my
so.
hooded lantern is a 30-foot radius,
Oh,
and
it
it's
is
dim
20.
for an additional 30 feet.
Oh, damn! It's even further. Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I knew that torches are lesser than
Torches are 20.
than-
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 30 for lanterns and 20 for torches. Okay. Sorry, who was holding the torch? Was that Chad?
Chad.
Okay. I'll go ahead and
Oh.
get that on the token.
I was gonna go with a moon-touched weapon, but those are expensive.
Yeah, it's just a touch. There we go. So it looks like everybody should have the ability to look around now. As you enter in, you see a set of descending stairs. Down at the bottom are a few pieces, or a few sets of armor standing still. They don't seem to be moving, and Bagel has informed you that there is nobody inside these armors. Alrighty. So, who is doing what?
You don't reckon those suits of armor are those automatons, do you?
That would be silly. There's no one in them.
There it is. Now I can
I'll
see.
take a few steps forward. There, 10 feet.
Jojo can see within the ladder light as bright. Yeah, it's 30 foot and then 30 foot dim, right?
Yeah, but Jojo has dark vision, so the dim light still counts as bright for him.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and
Yeah. Pure darkness for me is dim.
yep. Then I'll go ahead and turn off your night vision. There we go. And I will also turn off Humphrey's night vision, so that way we are all clear on those. There we go. You should be all set up now.
Gee, I sure hope there's no animated armor around here.
Okay. So as you guys are moving forward, what are you up to?
Okay, well, I don't know too much about Humphrey doesn't know a whole lot about automatons, but he's going to do a perception check to see if there's anything, spooky hiding.
All right. Go ahead. Taking a look around, it doesn't seem that there's anything particularly that are hiding in the corners or in the shadows. I mean, you see the suits of armor just standing there, but that's about it.
I think is that an advantage check there?
Yeah, it rolled advantage,
familiar.
but unless we say that you have advantage, we just take the left-hand roll.
Ah, right. Okay, I think it's giving me advantage because of my sense of smell.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I don't know if that would apply here, but if it doesn't, then that's all right.
In the event that you were smelling stuff around to see if there's anything, you smell there's a smell of rot, decay, and sewage further on, but not immediate.
I smell rat, boys.
Yeah. You also do smell oil. That is true. Chadwick is oiled.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
I cast prestidigitation on myself to make myself look oily.
The armor itself has like a uncanny shimmer to it, as fresh oil looks as if it has recently been applied, glistening in the lantern light. Alrighty.
So the animated armors also look like they have been recently oiled up.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
No. The animated armors are just standing there. As you
It's all
approach,
about me.
the
Because you
first
said
one.
that the armor looks like it was glistening with oil.
Sorry, I was Chadwick's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the animated armor, as Bagel reaches to the bottom of the stairs, one of the armors turns to the side and gives a bow forward. That would be this guy here. Goes ahead and bows at Bagel.
Bagel, concluding that in fact there were people in these armors, returns the bow and thanks them for welcoming them into this nice place, which I will assure you used to be the world's largest bakery.
Yeah. The armor stands upright again and then returns to attention.
Can I roll to see if I believe him? Bagel.
Oh, to roll to see if you believe Bagel?
Oh.
Sure. Go
Yeah.
ahead and I guess roll insight.
Can I do like persuasion?
God damn it.
I'm not
I don't-
lying.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. It's
I
definitely.
assure you, I'm not lying. I'm just wrong.
I'll let you roll either deception or persuasion on that one. No, it's this place does not smell like fresh baked bread. It doesn't look like there is like there's not even a storefront here.
Wait a minute, you little man. This isn't. I don't see any bread.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, it closed down. The man just couldn't
Not angry
maintain
with
the...
you, boy. I'm just disappointed.
Alright. Alright.
Grok is mildly disappointed in both Bagel and the lack of bread.
Well, what are you guys up to? One of the animated armors has bowed. As,
Just keep moving.
once again,
I bow.
as other people make their way to the bottom, the other armor will also turn and bow. You, as you get within 30 feet, an armor will turn to you, bow to you, stand back upright, bow to anybody else that hasn't bowed to you yet, and then return back to a standing position.
I give an orcish salute to each one.
Is that one fingered or two?
Yep.
I don't trust it.
What? Was that about fingers I heard?
So good,
Is
you've
an
approached
orcish
one of
salute
the
one finger or two?
armors there. Doing anything with it, or just looking it over? Rotlas?
I wanna see inside the armor.
You
Maybe
can.
I
You can.
open the helmet to see if there is something.
There is absolutely nothing there. This is animated armor, and it bows to you.
Can I,
Of the
can I look
Okay.
closer at the armor?
One second, having trouble hearing Rotlas.
Yeah.
I wanna steal one of the phalanx of the armor.
You want to steal which of the armor?
A finger of the gauntlet.
You can try and grab the gauntlet, but as you do, the armor tries to start pulling away. Go ahead and make a athletics check.
Just a poor fella.
Looks like you have to beat a 13.
You just sleight of hand your finger off.
Nope.
Stop!
You go ahead and you grab the armor, and it shakes. As it does, it turns to you and glows with a bit of blue light followed by yellow light, and points a finger at the hull.
Fucking go! Alright.
So how do I express my apologies to an armor?
No.
Bow.
I'm gonna bow a little longer time.
Bow just for a bit longer. The armor doesn't pay you any heed. Alright.
Alright, I walk up to this armor. I'll look straight at it. Can I make a history check to see if I recognize anything on him?
Sure, go ahead. Throw me a history check, see if we can find anything about it.
Nope.
Nope. This armor is old, but is actually decently clean. It's got a magical property to it.
Yep, that's armor.
Would I recognize any kind of like religious symbols or other clan symbols on the armors?
Go ahead and
Any
make me an
heraldry?
investigation check, and then we'll find out if there's any symbols that come up.
All right, guys.
Look
We don't want to piss these guys off. There's like 12 of them.
Taking a look at the armor, there's nothing really modern that you notice about it. There seems to be a symbol inscribed on it. You can go ahead and throw me an Arcana check about the symbol.
Religion or Arcana?
Arcana on this one.
I'm not going to be able to really do anything on this one. I'm not trained in Arcana.
Always a chance for a nat 20 that you might just kind of have recognized. No, it just
Nine.
seems that there's a magical symbol. It was from you looking directly into the helmet. You see at the back that there is an etching of a magical symbol back there, but that's about it.
Wow, that's a really cool symbol.
I'm gonna at least call out and mention to the others that it appears that there's some kind of magic written on the inside of the cowl.
Is it like drawn on, or is it like indented in?
Bagel is running all the way back. As you've walked by, every time you get within about 30 feet of an armor, it turns to you, bows to you, and then goes back to its sentry position.
I'm gonna respond that that it looks like it was etched into place.
Yeah.
All right. I haphazardly just keep moving.
And as again, the armors bow to you as you get close enough, and then return to their sentry position.
These look like
Chadwick
they
is
make a good story. I'm gonna see if I recognize them.
Really
History
dark
check
over
as well.
here.
Pow.
yeah.
God, sorry, that was a
Yo.
history check for the armors to see if there was a
Yeah.
story relating. The time before the old kingdoms, back many years ago, before the current races walked, there was talk of old magic, old cities that floated in the skies. Those who worked with magic and skill and trades, they created suits or individuals like these that would perform duties and work for them. You can essentially tell that these are ancient old automatons, or at least animated armors, that are here to act as sentries.
Sentries, so they might fight if provoked.
Yep.
Say
Most
somebody tried to
definitely.
steal their fingers or something.
Yeah, pay these guys some respect. These are ancient
Maybe I was
fighting
looking.
butlers.
And that's
Alright.
silly. They're supposed to show us respect.
They
I
have.
finished counting. There are 10 of these guys.
Can I
Well,
check
Essence
out
Reaper.
what this thing is?
Taking a look, it just seems to be a structural piece of the wall. It looked to be some kind of gear-like protrusion that clocks or that connects further into the back. They have, however, rusted with age and have been bent a little bit. They do not seem to be operational. Grok'thal, you can squeeze on in. There doesn't seem to be much of interest here, but at the very least, it's hard to get in and out of those spots.
So
They've been
I,
found that there are 10 of them. 10 is the largest number because that's how many
Oh.
fingers you have.
I didn't even notice there are like things here. It's so dark.
Yep.
Height.
Okay. Additionally, as you guys make your way over or further up to the hallway, you come across a door. It has it has arcane etchings on it, as well as several symbols upon it.
What's the symbol look like in the armor?
You take a look at the symbol in the armor, and it seems to be that of, I guess you would recognize that it is generally a conjuration slash transmutation type spells, but there's not much you can really get out of that.
I look back at the door. Do I recognize the symbol there?
You do. That symbol is on the door, along with many others.
I'd like to finish checking out some of the others. Are all of the gear mechanisms rusted, bent, and inoperable?
Yeah, like there might be one that might have had like a little bit of space between a couple of the gears that you might have been able to like maybe squeeze your hand into, but it doesn't look like there's much in the way of interest here.
Knowledge boy. Knowledge boy. What symbols mean?
This, friends, is a glyph of welcoming. It's meant to give you a welcoming feeling and make you feel comfortable in this place.
Ah, so we can go in. I touched the welcoming symbol.
It glows faintly a bit more as you've touched it, but nothing much has gone on. The rest of the scribbling on the door, it looks as though it is a language. Does anybody here speak Draconic?
Nope.
Speak what?
Nope. I don't have anybody who speaks Draconic here?
If it was giant, I would have you. What about deep speech? I can give you deep speech.
No, no, this is...
That's not draconic. Does comprehend languages extend to writing?
It does so long as you touch the surface.
Alright. Let me go to spells. Alright, I'll use a slot. Fine.
Alright. Okay, and Grok'thal, for a moment, is able to cast a spell, and for 1 hour, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language and any written language that you see, but you have to touch the surface. You are able to go ahead and touch it, and the runes start imparting their knowledge onto you. The message is, "Welcome to facility. As a precaution, those with proficient magical skill are only permitted entry. As such, please infuse this door with magical energy from 6 separate schools of magic. Those who fail this attempt, or those who fail and attempt to enter the premises without permission, will be escorted out by the automated security force."
Is there a divination rune that goes up then?
Yes, you have infused the door with a mote of divination magic. I need 5 more schools of magic to unlock this door.
All right. I
told you.
relay.
I can help with enchantment. I can help with enchantment or evocation.
I can handle the illusion, and I'll use magic to affect it with an illusion school.
The cantrips count?
Yes,
Yeah.
the cantrips count.
Cantrips do count for this.
Alright, I'm just figuring out what I've got at my disposal.
I cast prestidigitation on the door.
Yep, that
I
should
make
be
I make it smelly.
Alright. The door smells. Divination, right? So I have
It's,
divination from comprehend. Prestidigitation is transmutation, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Which other ones do I have?
I'm still going through mine.
Minor illusion should be
Illusion.
It should be that'd be transmutation. Alright.
Okay, so there we go.
All right, I didn't do that. I just
yeah.
clicked on it.
Yep. Okay, so I have Divination from Comprehend Languages. I've got Transmutation from Prestidigitation. I've got Minor Illusion from the Illusion Cantrip. Or Rotlas has Disguise Self, but that is also an illusion cantrip or an illusion spell, so we already have that covered. I still need 3 more schools of magic to open the door.
What else do we have that we can cover using cantrips?
I've got Conjuration with Mage Hands.
Okay,
We
so
haven't
we have
gotten that.
Conjuration. There we go.
What do we need left? Like Abjuration or something?
We have Conjuration, Transmutation, Illusion, and Divination.
So
I
we
can
need
kick in an
Abjuration.
enchantment spell, but that's going to be a spell slot, and I've only got 3 of them.
We can do Abjuration. I can just slap this door with Mage Armor. I don't mind.
What's the door made out of?
The door is made out of a mixture of stone, brass, as well as it is magically enchanted much in the same way that the armors are. It is...
Well, Matt,
Can't break this.
nice. Well, Matt, I'm just gonna put a Mage Armor on myself too.
Okay, Mage
I'm gonna-
Armor is Abjuration.
I'm going to touch the door with Heroism
Okay.
for enchantment.
Well, you can cast Heroism on yourself and essentially just touch it with Mage Armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
me
then
a
what I'll
spell
do,
slot.
what I'll do is I will cast a Bless spell, and I will target myself, Humphreys, and Grok.
Okay. Bless is which school again?
Enchantment.
Enchantment. Got it.
We don't have conjuration, do we?
We had Mage Hand.
We
go
already
ahead.
hit that.
There we go. So as the lot of you begin preparing and casting the spells affecting the door, one by one, as magical motes of different schools are added to it, you see different symbols on the door begin lighting. And after you've cast the 6, you can start hearing the whirring of the door. It picks up in a pitch and eventually begins unlocking. The door itself takes maybe the better part of 30 seconds to finally spool all of this up, and then allows you to enter it. Give me one moment here to go ahead and move the spell, or move the lighting here. You guys have solved the entryway puzzle. As a fun note, the armors were not going to try and kill you. They would just make grapple checks and try and shove you out of, or shove you back out.
They're
Would
gonna
have loved
push
to
us
see
around.
that with our grapple heavy party.
Yep.
They were gonna push us around like school playground bullies.
Yep, they were just gonna
They
grab
would've
you and throw
tried.
you out. That's all they were gonna do.
Wait, alright, I wanna try something.
Okay.
Since since that previous one that Good tried to pry the finger off of, I go over to him.
Okay.
I remember he got visibly pissed at Good, so I cast Detect Thoughts.
You get nothing. The creature does not think. It is. It follows the essentially magical instructions. I guess you
Well-
could pick up code. It is, if creature performs action, do this. If creature performs action, do this. If creature enters within 30 feet, bow to creature. If creature attempts to physically harm you, grapple. If creature is overwhelming security force, you are lethal force engaged. If creature is, and it's, you essentially get the list of commands that it would follow.
Grok'thal is now proficient in Python code.
Start
good-
feeding it
well-
paradoxes. It's fine.
Good thing Detect Thoughts is my only level 2 spell.
Bagel walks in and
no.
out to receive some more bows from them. Anywho's, as you guys open up the door, the smell of sewage begins becoming more prominent in this location. There are pipes here made out of much the same material as the door. However, they've seen damage. Contents have spilt out onto the floor. And to your right is a ledge that drops down about 20 feet. There is water that flows on outwards. And you can hear faint hissing in the background. I'll go ahead and
Yes,
get folks
pipes!
to... And I'll get everybody to pause for a second here as I go ahead and... Let's go... Oh, come on. Ah! What's it doing? There we go. I'll get you guys to set up in that block as creatures start making themselves visible. There we go.
I'm gonna usher in 4 flocks of chickens, each 50 strong.
Okay. Give me a
What?
moment here. And... Swarm of chickens.
It's here!
A second here. Gonna delete that.
What's he doing over there?
Alrighty. 50 so we've got 200 chickens that were trailing you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Where did you come from?
They were with you the whole time. He's got shepherds who take care of the chickens.
I never know. Look, Grok's never noticed.
Yeah. They are noisy. The animated armors see the chickens and begin bowing to each individual chicken. It's like it bows, moves. It's a bit of a mess, but
Like these guys, they're just gonna snap in half from all the bowing.
The bowing stacks, so they start like spinning on themselves.
Each one of them is bowing 200 times
Yep.
over the course of about 30 seconds.
Well, they keep the bow for like a solid second on each one, and then they stand back up, return, look at another one, identify it, bow to it, turn back up. It's just
We can't
a
just
mess.
like get a big queue of bows in their like list of commands and just have them bowing for the next 5 years.
You probably.
There's so many.
But anyways, I'll get you guys to set up in the white box there, as the creatures that are lurking in the dark do not like the light that you have brought and are getting ready to lunge in and attack. I'll go ahead and bring them out from the DM
Send
layer.
forth the chicken.
Alrighty, and I'll go ahead and get these guys all set up in the initiative order, as we will also be rolling that.
I would love to
Can I
just
try
have.
to speak to that creature?
Pardon?
I want to speak to that thing that's lurking.
Okay, so then we will hold off running into initiative, as you are able to speak with the horrible guttural creature. What are you saying? Because they are getting ready to attack. Do I have that API? I forget. I do not. Sad day. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Though I'm not sure if you're going to be able to speak with these guys, I can confidently say you have a few hundred chickens to converse with.
I
Oh,
will
yeah.
remember everyone name, each of them.
You just hear
They all
hundreds
have names
of.
already.
You hear like single word sentences, so like food, cold, ow, hey, num. It's just like this
You're-
cacophony of noise. The clucking are all now words. It's all single words.
You're like it's like at a concert.
Yeah. But yeah, as you try and start speaking out to the creatures, you hear food, danger. Yeah, it's generally what you're getting from them. Is there anything you want to say to them, or are we jumping into combat? Because these things are innately hostile.
I know what kind of creature it is. Maybe a specific kind.
They are monstrous. They seem to have magical origin to them.
They're called bad snakes.
I wanna spell my. Oh, what's the name? Give me a sec, please.
Great.
And I'll have the chickens go on initiative 0.
This guy's self is there.
I never.
Yeah, no, these
want me
are
to go ahead and roll?
largely intended to be non-combat chickens.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for initiative?
Yeah, snake is. Yeah, I'll get everybody to go ahead and roll initiative there.
All right. Doop doop.
Oh, I gotta select my guy first.
Mhm.
Yo, we
Way
got
to
an
burn
extra
another.
20.
Wait for two people to burn big numbers.
Hey man, it's important to note that every single one of my nat 20s is going to be wasted.
That's fine. Bagel, the sense of danger begins to emanate in the room as the putrid smell of flesh and decay spill forward. The snake-like creatures themselves arch up, and I believe I've got a silly macro for this. Have a second here.
I swear if they spit on us, I am ending them right now.
There we go. So yeah, it is, they begin hissing and gurgling. But yeah, that is what they are doing at the moment. They are getting ready to strike, and you have the floor.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you, bad snake. I don't like you very much. We have enough melee people in the party, and I don't feel like burning wild shape right now. So just have a frostbite.
Woo! Frostbite. That is going to connect. Or Frostbite is a save, though, isn't it?
No, it's
No, it's an attack roll.
Oh, yeah,
roll
it
to
is. Alrighty. So, dealing. Nice.
I
Sorry, and that
assume
was
a
at
crit
this
is
one
a
over
crit.
here, or the one up here?
You know what? This one over here.
Okay. Remember that over the ledge is 20 feet into the ground below. You go ahead and emanate freezing or essentially frost onto the creature, and it begins hissing and almost getting into a screeching fit. It is unwell, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll. I will go ahead and give it a red debuff for that. There we go. I still have your movement and bonus action.
Yep. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hop back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
There we
Gotta
go.
make sure I'm moving my actual character and not the
Mhm.
chickens. And I'm going to use my bonus to attempt to hide in a flock of chickens.
Yeah, sure. And you slowly become one with the chickens.
Where'd he go?
Alrighty.
They ate him.
Alrighty. Moving on, then we have Humphrey.
How in the way are these pipes?
Pardon?
How in the way are these pipes?
They are large pipes. They would be offering 3/4 cover, full cover, depending on where you're sitting behind them.
If I were to move like this, would I be able to attack the Grick?
Yep, it's hiding around the pipe. Like, the pipe is still enough that you can walk around and hit it on the other side. But yeah. Like,
Or
ranged,
would it
like,
be better to go here?
they'll give you cover for ranged. Yeah, they essentially give you cover for ranged attacks.
You've got plenty of room.
Okay. So as long as this is, so I'm gonna make a 10-foot move, and I'm going to make a charger action. I'm just gonna bull into this thing and ram it with a longsword.
I approve.
Alrighty. So yeah, you move your 10 feet. You get to go ahead. Oh, damn!
That's 3 in a row, buddy.
Alrighty. So I believe you're going to be rolling 2d8 plus 3 for your strength plus 5 because of charger. So 2d8 plus 8 is what I'm looking for.
How do I, is that in a macro, or am I just gonna...
I think you'll just end up setting it up. So something like that without the quotations. Alrighty. You rush on forward and try and skewer into the creature, lending your full weight into it. The creature, however, has a very weird, rubbery, elastic sort of quality to it. And as such, you don't feel like your strike did as much damage as it should have. It was still a brutal blow, and the creature wiggles and hisses and cries out at you. But yeah, that is going to be... what is that? 16, so 8 damage is what it ends up taking. So it has resistance.
I will trumpet loudly.
Alrighty, moving on. We have the Grick that you just lashed onto. It is going to go ahead and unleash a flurry at you. First, it will go ahead and make an attack with its tentacles. I believe a 20 is going to connect. And it deals 5 points of slashing damage to you. And since it is hit with its tentacles, it starts pulling you in and begins trying to snap at you with its beak. And it ends up, I believe, an 18 also connects. Dealing an additional 5 piercing damage. The creature is lashing on, trying to bite at you. It'll then continue wiggling its way back and try to get out of combat. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity as it slithers on away.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah. One of these. Pow. Oh, that's the damage. I did the attack, the damage for yourself.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Is that one hit?
Yeah, an 18 certainly hits these things.
Okay, I'm going for the two-handed, so I'll do 9 damage.
Not seeing any result on your side. Also, I think you can just click on the longsword just below where you hit, like the pink box. There we go.
And
So that's 8.
I'll be two-handing it.
Yeah, two-handing, you said. Oh, right, you would have done two-handing on your charge there. Go ahead and we'll just add the +2 damage, going from d8s to d10s. So put on another point of damage from that, and then you end up doing 11, which gets reduced down to 5 because it has resistance to physical attacks. And the creature, as it worms its way back behind another pipe, screeches out. Essentially, I believe it was... Was it good that was able to speak with animals?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You essentially hear it calling out for help. It is screaming, "Pain! Pain! Creatures! Help!" Ah! As it goes screaming out. Alrighty. Next one. We've got this guy down at the bottom of the staircase is going to go ahead and worm his way up. And
I sure hope nothing bad happens to me.
Fine.
Grok'thal, you are the one within range. The creature arcs its back up. It makes a small gurgling sound before a projectile comes launching out at you. An 18, I believe, connects.
Damn.
Yeah, that connects.
Alrighty. It's going to deal 3 poison damage to you, and I'm also going to get Grok'thal and believe it is Chadwick to go ahead and make me Constitution checks or become poisoned. As a bomb of bile, putrid, rotting flesh, and digested meats slap into you.
Were you meaning to shoot that at good? Because Grok is not adjacent to us.
The only one I have, or the Grick is attacking against Grok right now.
Rick's the frostbitten one, I think. Oh, no, the one across the way.
Yeah.
Didn't I cast...
Okay, well, because Grok is there, and it says Bile Bomb is creatures within 5 feet. I am not within 5 feet of Grok.
Oh, it's showing you all the way down there? Sorry, because I see you right here is where I see you.
Yeah, and I see Grok down here.
Okay, I'm just going to reload my page.
I've
Just
got
to figure
Grok here and you here on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got Grok in the wrong spot then. Let me refresh.
Yep. We'll just do a quick refresh here.
I forget how to ping.
Where's the Grok
Just
spot?
click and hold. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so essentially it's going to barf at the first person it sees.
Why?
So, yeah, I still have Grok sitting in, what do you call it, this spot right here at the moment.
Not nearly as bad as the absinthe.
No, I see Grok in his new spot. For my screen, it had been Grok down here.
Okay.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah, Grok just oblivious to what was happening.
Alright. But looks like you guys both pass on the bile bomb, and we'll move on. Grok, the putrid smell of horrible decay and rotting flesh and digested flesh waft over. You're able to keep your stomach in check. It's your turn.
Alright, Grok is pissed, so he's gonna ignore the one to his immediate right and pull out his hand crossbow and fire at the Grick across the way.
The one that just barfed at you?
Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. You go ahead and you fire up, and as you do, you pull the trigger. Part of the rancid meat that splashed across you had gotten into the firing mechanism, and the bolt just kind of like drops on out onto the ground.
I moved.
You gotta clean the slime out of your crossbow before you try to shoot it next time.
I'm only gonna move a bit.
Alright.
And I'll end my turn.
Alright, so you fall back a little bit and let the others take a lead. Okay, so we got the next Grick. This one is down here. It is going to go ahead and slither up on the pole. I have Essence Reaper. Are you standing right here?
Yes.
Alrighty, incoming Bile Bomb.
Not my chickens.
A 14.
AC 18.
Okay, I don't think that hits you, but I still need you guys to go ahead and do the check as the putrid smell splashes into the ground. I need one from Essence Reaper, from Grok.
Everybody?
Nope. Essence Reaper, Grok, good. Yeah, just the 3 of you guys. And some chickens are not going to have a good day. In fact, some of the chickens will see it and go start pecking and eating it.
Oh, no!
Oh, Grok, the first one you were able to hold back, but the second wave of putrid smell. You are poisoned, so you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls until the Grick's next turn. Wait.
Actually,
What's up?
never mind. I was gonna say, he is blessed. but
he's
that
close.
would a D4 wouldn't have helped.
No. And that is the Grick moving the 15, and then it'll move the rest of its 15
Oh wait,
slithering back.
that was. Alright, never mind. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
I was about to say that's a Constitution roll instead of a save.
Yeah.
Been the same either way.
Sorry, Constitution save is the what the writing should be. But yeah, the disadvantage was still a 14, so it didn't hit. That's the end of that one's turn. Chadwick, it's your turn, bro.
Go.
So I still have Humphrey's lantern. So I think that what I'm gonna end up doing
Oh, you
is
have my lantern?
No, Humphrey has his lantern.
Oh, yes.
I think what I'm probably gonna need to do here. I don't really want to abandon Good and Grok'thal just to try to make an attack. So I'm probably going to end up needing to throw a javelin. So I'll drop my torch on the ground, draw a javelin, and I'll yeet a javelin full force at the Grick right there.
Alrighty, go ahead and make the roll to hit.
I have dark vision. It's the human you need to worry about.
A 23 is going to connect. Go ahead and roll damage. 5 piercing. And once again, these creatures, they're elastic sort of quality. The weapon doesn't hurt them as badly. So you only end up doing 2 points of damage. But it still is hurt, as the javelin hits in, presses in, but kind of bounces back out. There's only a small little cut where it ended up piercing in. And
Okay.
I will take 2 seconds here and bring down a torch and throw it on the ground.
Yeah, thank you.
And torch.
So I'll have my my battle axe and an empty hand for now.
Okay. It's 20 and 20 for torches. There we go. And I'll turn Essence Reaper's bright light emitting off and low light off. There we go. And double check to make sure that you guys are getting the proper vision on that. There we go. Alrighty, moving on. Then we have another Grick. Hey, guess what? Bile bombs are fun. The Grick goes ahead, moves over to the side here. And I believe Humphrey's the closest one. You are behind a pipe, though, so you have +2 to AC.
Okay.
And incoming. Blech.
Oh,
it
my
meant-
God.
And it meant nothing.
That it hit.
Yeah, you're a large figure, and even though you were hiding behind the pipe, it wasn't able to cover all of you. And a piece of the bile bomb splashes into the side of your shoulder and gets up into your face and whatnot, dealing 3 points of damage. And I need you to make me a DC 10 Constitution check.
AC 10, okay.
Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, you were fine. You're able to withstand throwing up from this rancid smell. And then the creature will tuck itself back in behind that pipe and hide.
It's a free action to
worse
just
than
yell at
working
people,
with
right?
pigs.
Pardon? It's a free action to which?
Just yell at people.
Yep.
Yep. Bagel is telling his handlers to retreat the chickens.
Yep. The chickens themselves are going to be herded out, and they can move at a rate of 15 feet per turn there.
Swarm the Griggs!
The chickens start getting moved out. Bagel, are you being escorted out as well with them?
No.
Okay.
Dragged away.
I'm holding like 5 chickens in front of me, just like as cover, if that 15 stealth counts as anything.
Sure.
5 chickens in a burlap sack.
Yep.
Just a handful of chickens, it's fine.
All right.
You have a pillowcase full of chickens.
I mean, this is 5 chickens, but I am a goblin. Like, that covers a decent portion of my body.
It really does. The chickens are just more distracting that they don't notice a goblin with a bright fluorescent plant growing out of his eye behind them. Anyways, Bagel, top of initiative, it's back to you.
Wonderful. This definitely calls for overwhelming violence and reckless abandon.
All right.
So let's just bonus action shillelagh. 1,
Alrighty.
2, 4, 5, 7.
Yep.
And we're gonna do a booming blade whap with a shillelagh.
Sounds good.
Oop-doo.
The 10 unfortunately
if
doesn't connect with the creature.
All right. And thanks
Like
to
the-
mobile feet, shimmy back 5 feet.
Yep, shimmy back, no attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
Alrighty. Humphrey, you're not looking too well there, bud.
No, yeah, these things have been rolling like fire. I haven't seen you roll something that ain't 17 or lower. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
At least the Bile Bomb only does like 1d4 of damage.
Yo, Rotlas, stop seeing things.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a torch, buddy.
Dark vision does see in pure darkness as if it was dim light, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you're at disadvantage if you are just using dim light.
Well, his whole map vanished, apparently.
Pardon?
Rotlas lost all of his vision. Period.
Oh, okay.
Using Discord chat, I don't see nothing.
He got the bile in the eye.
Oh, jeez. I don't know why it's not... Okay, a second here. It says you have vision. I will go ahead and look. I don't know
Try
why.
refreshing.
Yeah, try refreshing. I don't know why it's not showing that. Yeah, showing there. He has access to him, right? Good. Character sheet, edit. Has access to Rotlas. It's all looking good on my side, so I don't know why he's not seeing it.
And now I can see
Oh,
Okay.
okay. There we go.
the solution.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad that we were able to fix that. Anyways, Humphrey, how's it going there?
You know, as good as having 8 HP can be.
Yep.
Fine. You're fine.
Fine. Well, it's two Gricks about to act. You know what? Humphrey doesn't know how to not go. So 1, 2, charge.
All right. Do. In goes the mounted
Watch,
cavalry.
boy, the mighty strong. I'm gonna
Choke slam.
go for a charger. I'm going to. Oh
That's
no!
only a 6. Even if you get a 4 on the bless, it's not going to connect.
Darn.
Yeah, so you go running on
Um,
forward, but the snake itself sees you, squishes itself down to the ground, and it looks like it's getting ready to run away. Yeah, you've haven't been able to make them connect, but you still have bonus action and the rest of your movement.
1, 2, so that I'm not adjacent to Bagel when we get splashed with like
Thank you.
some piss attacks.
Yep.
All right.
That seems like a reasonable thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's movement.
that's
Any
all
bonus
my
actions off you
actions.
then?
Oh, using charge is a bonus action.
Okay, I forgot about that. Alrighty,
Fine.
then moving on. We've got the Grick at the back here. That one made the tentacle attack, so it doesn't need to check to recharge. I'm gonna go high. It'll go after Humphrey. Low. It'll go after Bagel. And high. It's gonna go after Humphrey. And once again, Bile. The
I'm
creature.
gonna use a reaction against him.
Okay.
I'm gonna use cutting words. So
You can use a bardic inspiration and roll a d8, and that will reduce the to hit chance.
ooh, that's actually pretty. That might do it. Where do I? Okay.
Yeah, just go
Oh,
ahead
and
and
then I
slash
use it.
1d8, or you can use the die roller on the left-hand side there.
It's one of these. Pow.
Boom.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
that doesn't do it.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
so-
22, right?
So the attack is
Humphrey
a
got
16.
advantage.
Get, pardon? No, it doesn't have advantage. So the 16 gets reduced down to 10. And so the 10, I don't believe, catches your armor class, so you are fine. But the bile does land onto the ground. I'll go ahead and get you to make a Constitution check. And I'll get
Make
this
that 1d4, please.
plus 1d4. The Grick is poisoned. I can't remember if it can get poisoned.
Hey.
That meets the 10.
Hey!
You got your
Hey.
on point.
The Grick itself, or the other Grick, has been poisoned from the horrible smell.
Let's go.
It's not feeling good. Alrighty. Moving on,
Not
we've
a
got
means zero from
the Grick of the Back first. Check to see if it recharges. 1d6, needs a 6. It does not recharge, so which means that it is going to go ahead and try and slither on up and try and consume. Humphrey, incoming Grick, as it tries to hit you with its tentacles. A 6, I do not believe catches, followed by
I block it.
a 5.
Block.
The Grick gives a slithering in, its empty stomach making it hard for the immediate burst of movement. Sorry, I heard an
Don't worry about it.
Got it. Moving on.
He lurks in the darkness.
Grok'thal. Remember, you are still poisoned and blessed. Your turn.
What'd the poison do again?
You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Alright. Let's see. That would be 30. So I move up to the Greg 30 feet.
Alrighty.
And then hold on. I think Good lost his turn from the reconnect.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and see if I can find him.
You remember what your initiative was?
I'll have to go hunt it down right now. That was initiatives I just passed. Good had an initiative. I'm not seeing it. We'll go ahead and slip him in right after Grok'thal then here.
Yeah, maybe. I'm
So I think that Good got missed on the first turn of the go around. Then
Okay. Then we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and give him a turn in a second here, and then we'll set him up for 20.
Yeah,
I use
sorry,
a
man.
bit more of a personal attack.
Alrighty.
This time with my hand axe on the poisoned one.
Alrighty. You are at disadvantage on the attack. But
Oh yeah, poison.
Yeah, but you still get a plus, or you also get bless, which is a plus 1d4 to hit. So let's see.
Alright.
The hand axe, so disadvantage is 10, so go ahead and roll the 4. Unfortunately,
13.
they have AC of 14. You do not connect.
Ah!
Almost got it. Alrighty, any bonus
Alright.
actions off you?
As a bonus action, let's see. Let me look at ruler.
Oh, I see what happened. I ended up with Jojo had rolled initiative twice, and I thought good was one of those. That's what happened. That
Yeah,
was
I
my
didn't
bad.
select Grok when I did it the first time.
Okay.
Alright. I used the the power of Orcish tenacity and the aggressive ability to run directly at
Remember leaving
this
the
brick.
remember that leaving the attack zones of enemies allow them to make a free attack of opportunity on you.
I realize I'm in the attack zone of 2 enemies and decide not to do that.
Yeah.
You aggressively march within
Right.
you march your 4 feet into the other square of the Grick. There we go.
I was gonna ask if you can use that to go behind it, but you would end up at the same distance away, so I don't think you can flank for me.
Alright. Can I attack again? I
Nothing
forget.
personnel, kid.
I forget. Can I attack again using my bonus?
If you have 2 weapons equipped that have the light property, you can make an regular attack, and then you can make a secondary attack with the other weapon. The other weapon does not add your ability score to its damage, just to its accuracy.
Alright, so would a dagger be light?
Yep, a hand axe and a dagger are both light weapons. You can go ahead and try and dagger the Grick.
Alright.
Remember, you are still poisoned, so it's disadvantage. 7, even if you rolled a 4 on the bless, no luck.
I
Alright.
collapse on the spot, dying.
Bleh. Anywho's, as the end of your turn, you are no longer poisoned. Alright, I'll go ahead and remove that green buff off, or green debuff off. And moving on, we've got a Grick, the one that is attached to both Grok and Humphrey. We will see if its bile returns first. Oh, what's up? Oh, no, right, we said we were going to do good.
Yep. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I'm a bad DM, I told you guys. Alright, sorry, Rotlas, we'll go ahead and get you to take a turn now, and we've got you set up for initiative 20 from now on.
Rotlas?
I don't know how to throw initiative.
Oh, no
You
worries.
click
Don't worry about it, we'll just
initiative
show
on
you
on your character sheet.
Yeah. So click your token. You should get like a little rectangle and like a few circles showing like your HP and crap. And then on your character sheet, up at the top, under where it says like your name and class and stuff, right in the middle, there's going to be 3 boxes. One's going to say initiative on it. Just click the word initiative.
Okay, there we go. Use that 25.
So what do I do now?
Okay, well, it's your turn, so you have movement, so you can move up to, we'll run you, because you're Dread Ambusher, we'll get you to do that, at the moment. 1 second here. There we go. As a Dread Ambusher, you can make 2 attacks on the first turn. Your second attack deals extra damage. You have, I believe it is a spell called Zephyr Strike, which you can cast as a bonus action, which will mean that you make an attack with advantage, so you roll 2 dice and pick the higher of the 2 for accuracy. It also deals the extra 1d8 of damage, and then you can also mark your foes with favored foe. But go ahead and let's start off with selecting where you want your character to move.
Do you see the line?
See the line?
I know how to draw.
Okay, so I see that. Okay, so go ahead and you can grab your. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I want to flank the Greeks.
Okay. Give me half second here. So we go cha-cha-cha-cha, running on down here, over there, and to the back. I believe you've only got 30 feet of movement, so we'll have that you have made your way just over 1 space back.
Nice.
Okay. And
25, by the way.
jumping on down through the 20-foot gap, there's no issues as you can run down the pipe. Go ahead and roll me... Oh, he's only 25? Ah. Either way.
It's chunky.
Right. No worries. We can get you down there without issue, but... on your character page, go ahead and in the center, there should be longbow, and we'll go ahead and get you to fire that off. Actually... before we do, your character comes with 5 magic arrows. Magic arrows overcome resistances, so you essentially, these creatures only take half damage from normal attacks. The magic ones will ignore that resistance. Up to you if you want to use one of those right now.
With normal ones, I want to use archer fighting style and forward the foe, so I can make the maximum amount of damage.
Yep. So, go ahead and on the center of your character sheet, there should be the global attack modifier. You already have archery fighting style equipped, as it has a little blue check mark beside it. And then when you click on your longbow, it'll roll the attack for you.
I'm clicking in longbow, but nothing happens.
No? Let's see, your character... Let's see, yeah, you do have access to the sheet. Okay, I think... No, that's...
Are you clicking it in your attacks and spellcasting block?
Don't know. Let's see. Give me 2 seconds here. This one's not going to count. This is just me rolling it. I want it because I can do...
You sure that doesn't count? I would love for that to count.
Nah, he gets to roll it. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in as a macro for a second here. Shows token action. Okay. So click off of your character's sheet and click on your token, which is good. Then at the top left-hand corner, you should see that there's a macro. One says longbow, one says healing potion. Go ahead and try that.
Sorry, I'm slow.
No worries. So in the screen where you can see your character standing on the map, the top left-hand corner, right beside the tools, there should be a button that says longbow. You should be able to click that.
You can see that?
There you go. So yes, a 16 is going to hit, and this is the first Grok that we're aiming at. Go ahead and on the right-hand side where your attack was rolled, there should be longbow, that you the word, and you can click on that and it'll roll your damage. Awesome. Alright, so we've got 8 piercing on the first one, which gets reduced to 4. Okay, as a Dread Ambusher on your first turn, you get to make 2 attacks. Second attack does more damage, so go ahead and click longbow again for me.
Right.
Nice. That is going to connect. Then go ahead and roll damage.
Longbow in the right side.
Yeah, on the right side all the way over there. Good. Okay, next I'm going to get you to click the damage one more time on the right-hand side there, because your damage does an extra 1d8. I'm only going to be taking the first dice, not the full roll total, which is a 4. So which means that we'll be doing 9 damage on the second, which gets reduced down to 5.
And favored foe kicks in twice.
Yep. Favorite
Wait,
foe
no,
only
only
activates once. Okay, and
Hunter's
then...
Mark is one that does every time.
Yeah. He has access to Hunter's Mark, Zephyr Strike, and Goodberry are his spells, but we'll do the favored foe first. Give me a second here. I'm going to click it, and then I'll edit it in as a macro. And... see, this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to... next week, I'll just have all the macros set up for people. And that way, I've done the work, and that way we... are good. Okay, same deal. Click off of your token, and then click back onto it. And then top left-hand corner, you should see something that says Favored Foe. You can click that.
This time I don't see that.
Did you click
no.
off? Yeah, there you go. And an extra 3 more bonus damage. Did 9, so that would have been up to, what is it, 12 on the other one? So that would have overcome the resistance, so he gets the full 2 on that. There we go. So as Good goes ahead and jumps off the side, bringing his bow to bear, he fires over once over Humphrey's shoulder into the Grick, lands down on the ground, and then as the Grick turns over to quickly investigate to see where he went, another arrow strikes up and catches into the fleshy bits of the cheek there. The Grick has been peppered with a few arrows and is worse for wear. But that is going to be Good's turn, and then we will go ahead and reset the initiative order and go back down to the Grick. There we go. Yeah, the Grick right after Grok'thal. Alrighty.
Yes, Grok'thal.
Grok'thal! 1d20. Highs, it's going to go after Grok'thal. Lows, it's going to go after Humphrey. Highs, it's going to go after Grok'thal. And incoming, as the tentacles lash outwards, trying to reach over and drag you closer to its beak, the snapping. And first, with the tentacles, a 14. Does that catch your AC? Grok'thal?
Oh, sorry.
14 AC.
14, that hits.
Okay, the tentacles end up latching onto your back, and the creature starts dragging you in. It does 12 slashing damage on the tentacles. Is that max? It's almost max. And because it connected with the tentacles, it gets to reach in with the beak and try and take a bite at you as well. An 8, however, I don't think gets you, as you're able to, like, hold yourself away, pushing the creature back before it can take another bite out of you. Ooh.
Guys, you think you can die on the first combat?
I have... The number was wrong. There we go.
Alright. Chadwick, it's your turn.
Okay. So one of the 2 Gricks is poisoned, correct?
Oh, right. You are correct. That 14 was not going to connect. That was the poisoned one. Never mind. Grok'thal, you didn't take damage. My bad.
Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Life points.
Yep.
Proxy mechanic.
So Grok'thal can heal those 12 HP back.
Yeah.
Alright. And then Chadwick, you're up.
Let me go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can end up getting to there.
Yep.
I think that'll probably be good enough for me, so that I can try to draw a little bit of fire.
Okay. You can pick up and drop your torch over there if you want, as a free action to pick up and interact with object to pick up and a free action to drop it.
Yeah, I can yeet the torch a little bit further along. I'll
Alright.
hold on to it for a moment, so I've got my
There you go. You can click and drag it and gave everybody permission on it.
Okay. So I'm using my movement. With my bonus action, I'm going to be using Compelled Duel, the one that's right in front of Humphrey.
Okay.
I don't want it going after anyone other than me.
Got it. So it needs to make a save, right? It's a wisdom save?
I believe so.
Okay.
DC 12.
It's not Nope. 4, and you begin challenging the creature, and it turns over, the tendrils retracting away from Humphrey, and it sees you as the prey.
I'm going to call out to Grok'thal. Tag me in, bro! And I'm going to hold out my hand, palm up, just waiting for him to slap it real quick as a free action. My hand is glowing.
All right.
Oh!
Come on, Grok'thal. Tag me in.
I tag him in.
All right.
5 hit points lay on hands.
There we go. Grok'thal gets to heal 5.
Yes,
Ooh, yeah, baby. Well, I only have 23.
Blocks disappear? Don't think so. Why?
What's that?
He's got someone in there.
Oh,
Can't explain that.
What's the max blocks?
I'm sorry. If you're still waiting on me, I moved, I bonus actioned, and I actioned.
Got it.
yeah. What else are you doing?
Nope, that's it. All right, moving on. We've got the Grick at the back. See if it's able to get another barf bomb ready. Nope, it is not. It's going to have to get in here. And the creature comes slithering on in and is going to go after Chadwick there. Chadwick, the creature lashes forward with its tentacles, seeing if it can find purchase and take you down. And the first with the tentacles. A 9 I don't believe connects, therefore it does not get to use its beak. And we move on to the chickens. They are being corralled a little bit more tightly by the guys at the back. They will be ready after combat. Alright, back to top of initiative. We have Good with 25. Rotlas, looks like it's your turn. You have a movement, an action, and a bonus action. And don't forget that you have spells you can use as well.
Well, I can cast the self disguise, run through the last of the Greeks, and try to ambush him with my rapier.
I believe casting the spell Disguise Self uses your action, so you wouldn't be able to attack if you do that.
Oh, so I will shoot again to the same Greeks the last time.
Okay. You
You
only
may
get
be
one.
able-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You may be able to get to there to try to flank with Humphrey, but this Grick, unfortunately, if you attack it, breaks my taunt.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put the yellow dot on that one because it is compelled duel right now. But you have your longbow. If you wanted to shoot stuff, you're very accurate with your longbow. Or you can put away your longbow and pull out your rapier. Yeah, you do. The bonus with the rapier is that next turn you could pull out your shield, and that way you're harder to hurt. But you can stand back and just shoot arrows at these things if you want. As a note, you have the spell, or one spell would be a bad idea, but you have Zephyr Strike, which you can use as a bonus action, and that makes your next attack deal more damage, and you have advantage, so there's a better chance for you to get a critical hit.
So I feel comfortable here. I wanna shoot the taunted Greek with all the bonuses.
Okay. So first thing I'm going to get you to do is on your character sheet, if you open it up, on the top right-hand corner, you'll see Gloomstalker, Ranger, Outlander, Neutral, Good. Just below that, you'll see Core, Bio, and Spells. Go ahead and click Spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see myself, Woodbury, Hunter's Mark, Speak with Animals, and Zephyr Strike.
All right. Hunter's Mark and Zephyr Strike are two good spells for damage right now. I'll just get you to click on one of them, or to pick one and use away. Hunter's Mark, you'll do more damage every time you hit the enemy. Zephyr Strike, it's only a one-time spell, but does bonus damage and makes it very accurate.
So Zephyr Strike is a fantastic spell for if you're trying to hit and run, which is a great tactic for someone like you. Zephyr Strike gives you advantage and bonus damage, and after your attack, you can move extra.
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark is going to last for multiple turns, so Hunter's Mark is the kind of one that you would want to use for a large part of the battle.
Yeah. Put them into chat for you to be able to look them over.
I want to kill the taunted Greek, so I will try Zephyr Strike this time.
Okay, gonna Zephyr Strike the one that's not taunted, right? Because if you hit the one that's taunted, it'll lose a spell, so aim for the other guy.
The idea is kill the taunted.
Pardon?
My taunt is special. The compelled duel says that Grick has to target me, but if I do hostile action, or if anyone else does hostile actions to that Grick, then I lose the taunt.
Yeah.
It's basically I'm removing it from being able to hurt Humphrey more.
Yeah.
I understand. So I will shoot the other one.
Sounds good. Then same deal as before. You can go ahead and click Longbow. Are you using Zephyr Strike or Hunter's Mark? Hunter's Mark does more damage because more times you hit. Zephyr Strike is better for movement.
My bad. I wanna use Hunter's Mark.
Got it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and burn that spell. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and get the Hunter's Mark macro set up if you want to go ahead and click Longbow for me.
I don't see the option like before.
Oh, click off of your character, then click back onto him.
Ah, nice.
There we go. A 24 is going to connect. Go ahead and click on the longbow on the right-hand side, and that should get you to do that. There we go. That's a solid hit. Then half second here is I get the Hunter's Mark set up. There we go. And same deal as before. You can click off your token, then click back onto it. You should see Hunter's Mark now. You can roll that damage as well.
Hunter's Mark.
There we go. 13 damage gets reduced down to 6 as you pepper another arrow into the Grick there. This now is, hitting the Grick has now turned it bloodied. Ooze and blood begin to start dripping out of it, and it is wounded. It is not in a good spot right now. Anywho's, that was your action, or it was your bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. It was your primary action to shoot your longbow. You still have movement if you want to run around to another position.
Understood. I'm gonna keep the same position.
Alrighty, then moving on. We have Bagel. It's your turn now.
Ooh. All right. 2 quick questions. One,
Yes.
is flanking a thing?
Flanking is a thing. It only gives you +2, not advantage.
Got it. Pathfinder. Love it. And 2, how much of a drop onto the pipe?
The pipes are essentially 45-degree angles, so there's no penalty for dropping down to them.
Okay. And would you like slide off or something?
Yep.
All right. Cool. In that case, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry about your torch.
Kick the torch forward. Get out of my way.
Screw you, torch.
Yeah, I'll
All
go
right,
ahead.
let's see if
Go
I
ahead, move.
yeah,
I'll just move it to
sorry.
the back.
No, go ahead and
There we
move. I'll move the torch back.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I psychically grab the torch.
Do a snazzy little wall run here.
Yep.
I'm dropping
no.
down behind this guy, and I'm gonna try to smack him with the boom blade.
Alrighty. You're still shillelagh'd up, so all good there. Nice. 18 is
nice
going to connect.
smack. On the off chance he moves, there's what that would do.
Alrighty. That has brought him... Yeah, and you can leave without provoking attacks of opportunity. You also end up clicking on Shillelagh to deal the damage.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Boom! 10 damage.
Oof.
This was a fresh Grick. Shillelagh does count as magical, so there's no resistances there. As you slam into the snake, and it seems to harden as you hit it, and there is internal bruising and some bleeding going on. The creature hisses and turns around, but before it can even make an attack at you, you are already gone.
Cool. And would I be able to avoid sliding down this at all?
Yep, you can avoid sliding down.
Okay, I'm gonna stay there and attempt to be sneaky behind this ledge.
Okay. It's only rogues that can hide as a bonus action.
Goblin.
Oh, right, forgot goblins can do that. Yeah, you go ahead and a 14 is good enough to get out of their passive perception. They're all dealing with other threats at the moment. They don't even remember that you're there. Alrighty, moving on. Humphrey, combat time. The one in front of you is currently charmed by a compelled duel and is getting ready to move over to to Chadwick. The other one, however, is menacingly trying to bother Grok'thal at the moment.
Nobody messes with my boy. I'll attack.
Yep.
Go swish.
That is the one that's bloodied, so...
Yep.
Uh,
It has
I don't-
a
1d4 is not going to be enough.
Yep, 14 AC. Nope, no connection there. You still have your bonus action and any movement if you want.
Well, let's see who's about to go next.
So for the
Grok'thal's after.
future, how do you what is the wording on how you factor flank? Is it only directly opposing?
Directly opposing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, before I go, it's these 2 Gricks.
Yeah. Bonus action
Lord.
for Humphrey?
Bonus action. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration. Grok'thal,
Alrighty.
make me proud.
And I'll go ahead and give you a pink dot. You
I
are
know you
bardically
will.
inspired.
Oh.
Bards inspiring bards. Oh yeah. All right, next we have the Grix. See if the one in the
Let's
back
go.
here recharges its bile bomb. It does
If
not.
it does, if it did, that'd be catastrophic for both sides.
It would. But these things are primarily for themselves. They don't care about the safety of the other ones. So, anyways, I believe Chadwick is going to be assailed by a pair of tentacles as they come lashing on out, and see if it connects. A 21, I think, will. Any reaction on that?
No, I can't.
Okay, incoming tentacles. Oh, damn, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's half my health.
That is a max damage lashing of tentacles is the Grick. You have compelled another one to duel. You're surrounded by two others, and this one saw an opportunity, lashed in, and got to you. Big damage. He even gets to come in with the beak afterwards, see if it connects with that as well. Oh boy. And 3 more piercing damage. Insult to injury as the creature has lashed itself on and begins gnawing in, crushing through a piece of your armor as the beak is able to puncture into your shoulder's flesh.
All right, that
I've
was
seen
unpleasant.
this anime before.
This one is more interested in Chadwick. It gets to leave, provoking attack from both Grok'thal and Humphrey.
Please do.
Would that
Please
be a
do.
hand? Yeah. Would that be my hand axe?
I'm fine with you breaking the charm at this point.
17 does connect. The hand axe is good to hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that. And the longsword will also connect.
Alright, how do I roll damage specifically?
Oh, on the right
Click
hand.
on the word hand axe.
Yep, the word
Just
hand axe
the
on the
word
right hand
hand
side.
axe.
On the in the text panel.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
I'll
Oh, wait,
two-hand that sucker.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
5 slashing.
Oh no, the
13.
two-handed is less damage.
it still has resistance, so it would have been the same either way. But it's going to take 2 points of damage from the hand axe as it is slashed, and then an additional 4 points of damage from the longsword as the rubbery texture prevents it from being opened up. The creature is no longer charmed, and now it decides if it wants to go back for the other two, or if it wants to go for you. So I'm gonna go roll a d3, or sorry, I'll roll a d6. 1-2, it stays with Essence. 3-4, it goes for Grok. 5-6, it's going for Humphrey. It's going back for Humphrey. Essence, you can use your reaction to provoke or to opportunity attack it.
Stupid
Yeah.
snake.
Yeah, it's going back and forth. It's like, I got hurt from these guys. Nah, screw these guys. I'm gonna go kick their ass.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swing with the react.
Oh yeah,
So,
Essence,
let's-
your token is called Essence and not Chad.
That is presumably either with the two-hand or the one-hand, doesn't matter. But
That,
there is a
that's
connection.
one-handed.
Okay. You do connect, and you do end up dealing another 3 points of damage. It turns back around, frustrated with all the opponents, and lashes out at Humphrey here. Humphrey, incoming. As it comes swinging with the tentacles, a 9 does not connect, therefore it does not get to bite you with the beak after. Grok'thal, it's your turn.
Alright, you pieces of garbage. Let's see how you deal with this. Mwah.
So, as a question, the one directly north of
That's
Humphrey.
not what I, alright, that's
second.
not what I actually, that's not what I cast actually. I meant to cast Bane.
Okay, half-second here. The one directly north of you, this guy?
No, the one directly north of Humphrey. Is that one bloodied yet?
That one is wounded. It's at 25% HP or less.
Okay.
Alright, I cast Bane on this one, and this one.
Okay, give me a second here to roll their saves, because I believe they get to save against that.
Yeah, they saved Charisma.
Save charisma. Oh, they got a -3. I don't think that's happening. 1, 2, and 3. It does a 14 pass. That's the only one that's going to matter.
They need.
Yes, it does.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Good job,
your
Brandon.
8 plus proficiency is 10, plus your charisma bonus of +3. 13 is the DC. So
Oh,
only...
yes, 13's my DC. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the only guy that passed, but the other two now have -4s to their, what do you call it, attack rolls. It's also the most wounded one, so you guys should be able to take that out quickly. Bagel's right, it is the alpha out of all of them. It was able to shrug off a spell, it has been doing great damage. It is going to enjoy this feast tonight, minding it survives.
Alright, so anyway, I hit it in the face with my hand axe.
Bane
for my
is a...
bonus action.
Bonus action attacks, you have to make the attack action primary or your primary action has to be an attack to allow you to make an attack as a bonus action. I'll let you
Okay.
do it this time, but for future reference, it'll we'll go straight ruling on that, okay?
Alright. So I'm attacking the unbanged one.
Okay. A 23 is going to connect. As you go ahead and you cut into it, the creature flails around, open wounds all across its body. It is doing terrible. You've lopped off a bit of the tentacle that, one of its tentacles. It is going to take a long time to heal from this. And you can see the actions. It is retracted. It keeps itself back. It is probably going to run soon. Anywho's, that is your primary action. That's your bonus action. Any movement to provoke attacks of opportunity?
No.
Nope, I imagine not. Alrighty.
I don't get it. Why?
Okay, this one is bloodied but not wounded, so it still fights. And I've got Chadwick for high. I've got Grok'thal, or nope, it also has Humphrey. So once again, 1d6. 1-2 for Chad, 3-4 for Grok, 5-6 for Humphrey. It's going after Chad, and I believe this one is got baned as well. So it is going to have not disadvantage, it has a -4 on it. So first, the tentacles, a 17 minus 1d4 will bring it to 16, which is less than your AC. So no connection with that one. And then it is Chadwick. You are surrounded by horrible smelling garbage snakes. How you doing there, bud?
Been better.
Yep.
So let's figure out the best way for me to try to do this. I want to move to right there, but that is going to provoke from one that's been baned.
Yeah, this guy
Because
here.
if I can finish this guy off, then that's great. But this one, you said it's bloodied, but not below 25.
Yeah, this one is bloodied. The one on the right here is wounded. Yeah, I go fine, scratched, injured, bloodied, wounded.
By the way, do remember you've got Bagel over here, which would be happy to attack any one of these guys he has flanking on, so that's not a problem.
Okay. I'm going to swing on this Grick right here.
Okay. Go ahead and swing that about a swing. AC 14 to connect.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Going one-handed or two-handed?
I'm gonna move to do this.
Alrighty, this guy gets to provoke an
And
attack
I'm pulling
of
out my
opportunity.
shield.
Okay. So
pulling out the shield as I move, moving to right there so I can try to flank. I am provoking from 1.
17 to hit?
No.
Nope. Oh, sorry, and baned anyways. But
okay.
yeah.
Hey.
+2 to hit because you are flanking. You there, Chad? Or did he freeze?
Maybe. I'm liking those chicken movements.
Oh, he does. His video looks frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
no.
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 He exploded again.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Chadwick
my
dies.
laptop had come unplugged.
No, I'm sorry, you just died, man. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
No, I know, right?
The gods have decided.
So I'm reconnecting right now.
No worries.
But if you want to just throw a 1d20 plus 8 for the attack roll.
And natural 20.
I'm throwing on a Divine Smite.
Alrighty. So that is going to be 1d8 for the hand axe, and then, or 1d8 plus 4, right?
This is for the damage, a 1d8 plus 4.
Alright, so boost up to 2d8 because of the crit.
And, well, the Smite is then going to be adding on another 4d8.
Yep.
So, let me go ahead and roll this.
Oh, you're in? Sweet.
We got a nice 68 plus 4.
32 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Even if it resisted even half of that, it is dead. It only had 12 HP left. And as Chadwick, you go ahead, the tentacles from the one lash over your shield and are unable to get in. You force it away, push past another, turn around, and while its focus is on Grok'thal, bring your axe over and cleave off the head of this wretched creature. It is
Channel Divinity,
dead.
Inspiring Smite. Alright, so 2d8, 5 plus 3, and then I add in my level, so I have 11 points of temp HP. I'm going to go ahead and need to get 3 of those myself, but I'm pretty sure that Humphreys needs a little bit of help. So, Humphreys, you're going to be getting 8 temp HP.
Alrighty. I threw it into the yellow button just above, or just in with your health there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. or the yellow button just above your character. Alrighty, that's a hell of a turn. I'll go ahead and shoot this guy off into the abyss beyond and take him out. Goodbye.
No, he's dead.
And alright, I can just delete that. Poof, off he goes. Alrighty, you still have a little bit of movement left if you want to circle around for anything else, but I think you're good.
How many more opportunity attacks do you want to provoke?
I'm trying to see if any of them still have. Yeah, this one and this one still have their opportunity reactions.
So if you move here, you can get both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna move to right here
Okay.
to go ahead and I know I'm provoking from the one that's questioning existence.
Yep. It is questioning so long it didn't even realize that you were leaving its space, and by the time it made the attack, you were already gone.
Okay, and then finishing my movement going to there. That way, then I've got a good lineup for Grok'thal and Humphrey to both flank whichever Gricks that they darn well please.
Sounds good.
Joke's on you! With
That'll do.
an opportunity attack of the one you missed.
All right. This one's still healthy, so it's going to go ahead and take its attack on you. Incoming tentacles.
Mhm.
And an 11, I don't believe, connects, so you should be
No, sir.
fine. The creature itself, does it slither around? It's not intelligent enough now. It just attacks you as it is. The chickens are being handled, and we move back to the top of initiative with good. You're all the way down there right now. Any creatures you want to go ahead and shoot your arrow at?
I wanna kill something. There is one that's wounded. Right?
Yep.
Mhm.
It
That one
is.
is on death's door.
It only has 4 hit points remaining.
Put a hole in it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Not longbow.
Would the Hunter's Mark have bounced to that with the bonus action?
Yep, I can bounce it around, no problem.
Yep.
My God.
Yep, so that's going to
That
go
was a
ahead.
19 hit.
The 19 hits, the 7 piercing and 4 damage from Hunter's Mark is just enough to drop the creature as the bolt sinks in. Again, it's not the rubberiness of the creature makes it hard to really land any hits, but the other wounds and such, you find a spot that's already been damaged, internal bleeding, the arrow punctures into the creature, and it screeches out one last time before falling limp on the ground. That is another dead Grick.
And it's a mascot cat.
Yeah. Well, you can go ahead and move, climb back up the pipe if you want, or run around if for any other things.
Quick, provoke the next combat.
Can I run?
That is, let's see, from right here, I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as I can make it, or I could end up having you get to there.
Can I be
From there?
right?
Yep.
Just
Yeah, you can make your way over there, no problem.
Buddy, high five.
there.
Bagel offers a high five.
As you run over to the pipe, you get ready to jump on up, and as you do, there is a goblin sitting there.
Oh,
He sees you
kitty.
and offers a high five. Do you take the high five?
Do you take it?
I will take it with both of my hands.
He slings his bow over his shoulder for a second, pushes his hands together, and gives you a high 10 back.
Palms do off
Also,
of the
I
pie
approve
you
of the
fall.
cat.
I
And-
wanna whisper to his ears and say, "Nice chickens."
Yeah, I know the feeling with the cat on your arm, man.
All right, Bagel, looks like it's your turn.
Oh! There he goes again.
No, I hit the wrong button whenever I was trying to turn off the camera.
Nah.
Bagel.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Let's just nothing to it but do it. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Alrighty.
5. Get some nice flanking up on this guy.
Alright, get the +2 to hit as well.
User. Actually, you know what? Let's just make my turn a little bit easier. How are these two guys looking?
The one that you are
Fresh.
currently flanking is bloodied. The one that you are not is currently scratched.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for this guy then. Yeah. Typical Shillelagh nonsense. Do, that'll miss.
Yep. Even with the +2, no luck.
Yep. So, bonus disengage. Thank you for being a goblin.
Yep.
See those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go.
Yep. Alrighty. That was action, bonus action, and movement. Moving on. Humphrey, it's your turn.
All right. I think it's about
Check us
time we
out.
mop these suckers up. I'm gonna get back here, and then 1, 2. That's gonna be a charge. I'm trying to smash this wounded fella.
With both sword or with both hands on your blade, you get the full-on charge, the might of your weight behind the blade as you strike into the creature. Go ahead and roll the longsword. See if you hit.
And you'll meet.
Oh,
You
wait.
do have flanking,
Blessed.
+2, plus, and you are also blessed. Minimum you could get right now is a 15. You do connect. Go ahead and roll the
Hey.
damage.
All right. I made a
Sudden-
separate.
Suddenly, that makes it so much more worth it for me to have provoked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
And with 1d10 blessing, you come in and you try to cleave it deep into the creature. Its rubbery mass compresses and you push down towards the floor. It does spring back up, but you have dealt a substantial blow to it, leaving it wounded.
Oh.
Yep. Takes half damage
That's
for
right.
non-magicals.
That's right, boy.
The creature itself has a large gash across it and is in the moment where it's ready to start running away. To which it's its turn, and it starts doing so. First, Humphrey, attack of opportunities. It leaves.
Oh no, you don't.
Get smacked.
Oh!
Get smacked.
2d10 plus 3, I think, is what your crit does. So go ahead and click on the longsword on roll 20, and it'll roll damage for us. Ho ho!
What did you do to him?
Two-handed is 12 for some reason? Okay.
Mhm.
Dealing 6, and 6 is all it had left for HP. And as the creature tried to worm its way, you end up taking the blade and just stabbing through it, through the floor. As it tries to wiggle away, it splits open its back half and flops down onto the ground.
So what's
That's
wrong with
more
your
like
second hand, man?
Yeah, he just can't.
so I'm just clarifying. My inspiring smite just inspired the bard to go in and murk a crit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Grok'thal, there is one single Grick left. It is alone. It is ready to run.
It is ready to be flanked.
Yes, it is.
Grok'thal is holding a deep grudge against the entirety of the Grick species at the moment.
As
He
is
move-
tradition.
He moves directly behind this Grick.
It's terrified.
Right
There's
here.
armored paladin. There's the elephantine. Doesn't that spot doesn't
One
give
north or
the-
one south, and you flank.
Yeah.
Either one north or one south, and you get a flank.
Well, this would keep him from running.
Well, you can
No,
move.
it won't.
No,
You're good.
no, he'll still run.
Don't worry about
But I'll say that
Yeah.
you make the attack while you are in one of the flanking positions, so either here or in that spot.
Alright. Well. Alright, so
If you don't crit, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
what do I do here?
Lay into it. You got a hand axe and a dagger. Dig deep.
Good. Hit it with the
Alright,
violence.
I dig as deep as humanly possible.
Alrighty.
Orcally possible.
Hey.
My
Alright.
hand axe
So you,
with blessing.
with bless plus the flank would push it up to minimum 15. You are going to connect.
Alright. Hand axe. 8 slashing, 4
8.
damage.
Cut into it. Yep. Only 4 damage into the creature. It's wiggling. It's terrified. Surrounded. A dagger comes in next. Again, minimum 16. You are going to connect. You don't get to add your ability mod to the damage, so unfortunately a minimum 1. But still, an extra point of damage onto the creature. It is not doing well at all.
Run.
All right.
I say to it. As my extra action, I say run.
Alrighty. Chadwick, there is a single Grick left.
I'm going to contradict Grok'thal here. I'm gonna grin down at it, and I'm gonna say, "Don't run." I'm going to drop my battle axe. I want to grab it by the tail, and I want to start thwacking it against the pipe.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make a athletics check. You got to be a 17. Oh, what's up?
So is this this is actually first an unarmed strike for damage, followed by a bonus action tavern brawler strike grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and see if you can hit, and grab.
This is the part
One
when
moment.
you run away.
No connect on the hit.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Bonus
actually-
action grapple.
1 second. You technically would be flanking, like you would just shuffle over, get the flanking up to 11. You still are blessed. Go ahead and roll the d4. 3 plus is will get you the hit. Ah, Darren, just one short.
Tavern Brawler requires a hit, by the way.
Unfortunate. But I do want to. I have a feat. When I hit a creature. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a
you gotta
bizarre
hit it.
obsession with grapple builds. I know Tavern Brawler.
So, no luck on the hit.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Okay. Any bonus actions off you then?
Not at this time.
All right. Grick is going to start running. First one, I'll go ahead and get Humphrey, then I'll go for Chad, and then after it gets out of range, I'll go for Grok. So,
Oh god, no reaction left, I'm afraid.
oh, that's correct. You already skewered the one. Chadwick, yeah, your reactionary attack.
I'm gonna be trying to give it the good stomp.
Yep.
Step on it. Kick it in the
Wah,
butt.
wah. Not gonna get flanking off that one because it'll be out of position when it does.
Yeah.
So no luck on that. Then it goes ahead and is going to scurry on away. Grok'thal, now you get to make your attack of opportunity.
Don't
In
forget
comes the
your
hand axe.
bardic inspiration if needed.
Yep.
That's right. I use my bardic inspiration there with my hand.
The
Roll your d4.
No
Yep.
need.
Okay, D4 for bless.
Or
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
The
no
bless
need.
made it. There you go. You connect with the hand axe as the creature is slithering away. Go ahead and roll damage. Click on the hand axe there. Nice.
7.
An extra 3 points of damage onto the creature as it's slithering away, and it is running. Let's see, how far is it able to make it feasibly? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess it technically. Okay, and it can go ahead and move a total of 60, so it's got 40 more points of movement. And it makes its way all the way over there as it is running.
You know
Alrighty.
what? I didn't expect him to make it that far.
So,
I thought we
right?
would be dead.
It's fine. It thinks it's quick. It's not quick. I'll show it.
Bagel.
Good,
Bagel, pull out the cat.
good would go before me.
Oh, good? No. Oh, did he get removed out of initiative again? Oh, weird. I don't
Still
know.
there on mine.
Oh,
but
there we go. All right, good.
You want me
The
to do
Grick is
another one?
running away. You might want to go catch that before it bothers other stuff.
Have a bonus?
just shoot at it.
Do I have another bonus?
Not a bonus, just your regular turn right now. It's still marked with your hunter's mark, pretty much at the beginning of your turn. So long as you hit it, you'll do extra damage.
I can run 5 squares.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I cast Hunter's Mark again?
Nope. Hunter's mark is essentially keeps going for 10 turns. So this is turn number 2 of 10. You don't have to cast it.
So I use Longbow.
Yep. Longbow connects, and the nice 9 damage plus your hunter's mark. Go ahead and click that.
Hunter's Mark.
Dealing an extra 1, dealing 10 points of damage, which reduces down to 5. The creature's still alive and wiggling, but it is still trying to run away.
Still moving. That's
Alrighty,
disappointing.
moving on. Bagel, catch it. Go, Bagel, go.
Yeah.
Go bagel, go bagel, go. Go bagel, go bagel, go.
Let me just.
Get his ass.
Why am I bothering? Oh, I can easily make that. Heck, I'll do you one better. I got the move. I got an extra 10 feet past that. Let's get up here.
Alrighty, you run up, going full speed into a sprint, and you catch up to the creature. It doesn't notice doesn't notice you as you come running up, and as it is getting ready to dive into the water, it sees that you're there. That is movement and that's
Yeah,
bonus action dash,
move
right?
to-
Right?
No, I don't have bonus action.
Okay, that's
it's
just
only
rogues.
disengage and hide.
Okay.
It's not quite that busted.
Any bonus action off you then?
Not really. No.
Alrighty. Humphrey, the creature is making a break for it.
Oh, you better not, you son of a bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think I can make it. I can use my action to make another.
You can move another 6 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Alrighty. Grok'thal, looks like it's your turn.
I use my. I.
Actually, hold
All
up.
right.
Wait.
Real quick before you do that.
He has Charger, right?
Humphrey has Charger.
Yeah, right.
Bonus action to attack.
Yeah, you can
Go
use your
for it.
bonus action to make the swing because of Charger. Nice.
Enjoy your
How
flanking.
about that? Is that how Charger works,
Yep.
or is it just you make?
When
If
you use the...
use your action to dash, you can use a bonus action to attack.
Yep. Yeah, and you use your action to dash, so...
And it does an extra 5 damage
I
even.
won't say no to that.
Yep. That's gonna connect. It's only got 4 health, so I think... What is it? Don't roll a 1, and I think you're good.
All right, here we go.
Boom! As you come cutting on in to the creature, it is finally dispatched as it was not able to get away from the group of you. And so forth ends the combat.
Finally.
No, I'm going to just put all of that to my flanking at the end there. I think that's what really made the difference in this combat.
Alrighty.
I'm glad to hear you're all in agreement there. You're welcome.
Alright, I'm just gonna recollect everybody over at the top side here, and we'll... Boop. There we go.
Chadwick is going to take a moment to tend to Humphrey's wounds with 5 points of lay on hands.
Humphrey gets to heal 5.
Oh, thank you kindly.
Oh, I'm not dead.
Plays dead for a moment.
Oh!
Yep. Bagel has pressed a spot on this pipe clean and is currently taking a seat.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, so quick run over of people's HP. Good is at full health. Grok'thal is at says 23. Thought you have a max of 18, don't you?
I have a max of 23.
Okay, so you're at full health.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got healed.
Humphrey is at 13 HP out of I forget. What
Is
is
that
Humphrey's
4 or
range?
after the +5?
After the +5, I think.
13.
You got some
How long
temporary
does
health.
Inspiring Might keep me with temporary hit points?
I don't know how long temp HP lasts if they're
Temp
not
HP?
stripped away.
Temp HP is indefinite, or rather until your next long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have an effective of 21. I'm effectively full HP.
All right.
Because of that 8 I gave you?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I appreciate this input from Bagel.
Yep.
So, other than Grok, how are you doing on hit points?
Full. I'm doing pretty good.
So you're at full. Bagel's
At
good,
full.
and good is good.
Good is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good is good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you guys still have some more dungeon to explore, and we still got half an hour of time if you guys can get into more trouble.
I sure hope there aren't
yeah,
any
please
more
stay out of me.
creeks.
All I'm going to ask is that you stay out of me.
Alright, I jumped down onto the pipe level.
Going to take the civilized path.
And screw civilization. I slide down the pipe and have lots of fun doing it, then clean off my butt with prestidigitation.
Oh, it makes that squeaking noise as your butt cheeks
Oh.
scrape on the steel
Oh.
or
Alright.
copper.
I have a very squeaky booty.
I look at this thing.
Alright, taking a look at the device in front of you, it seems that it is a squarish sort of table and has a couple of table legs that step over to the side into the water. It is currently not making any noise, though you can determine that it is using pipes.
Wet table.
So we also see that there's are those valves on the wall?
There are indeed valves on the wall. Oh, sorry.
Are the
I
valves
also
labeled?
have- The valves Go ahead. Or no, nobody knows Draconic. Never mind.
Yes,
Hi.
we do. We do have
Hi.
someone who speaks Draconic
Oh,
for
yeah.
the rest of an hour.
Yeah,
That's
there
right.
we
It's only been 15 minutes canonically.
go.
I read the Draconic in each valve.
Let me have a second here, as I'm just gonna slide this, because I've got a door to the south of you guys, though I don't think it's showing up proper. There we go. So taking a look at the valves, over the time there has been grime and filth that have come into the area. Some of the plates have been worn and or mudged away. But what you do tend to see is there seems to be one that comes with intake valve, outgoing valve, and pressure valve.
Well, fortunately, we have prestidigitation that can be used to clean the wall anyway.
Yep.
Ooh, Presty,
Well,
MVP.
Alright,
So,
I cast
intake, output.
Prestidigitation.
Okay. So you go ahead and you clean up the grime and the smudges, and what's left are the worn plates. But they still mainly just equate to intake valve, outtake valve, and pressure valve.
But we only see 2 pipes going into the water.
That's correct.
Hmm.
Anyone really good at hearing so that we can see which pipes do what whenever we touch the valves?
I've got big ears. I'm clearly the best at hearing.
I crank the intake valve.
You crank the intake valve. As you do, it takes a little bit of force to finally get it to turn, and it makes a squeak. The machine beside you has a small churning noise. It sounds for a moment of whirring and causes a little bit of light to glow. Essentially, the operational lights are turning on as the machine is making noise.
Generator.
Pretty much.
I don't say that, but since he definitely doesn't know what that is.
So what happens if we adjust the pressure valve?
Turn it and find out.
I wouldn't do that, but alright. I turn the pressure valve in the direction of more pressure.
Alrighty. As you begin changing the pressure valve to the state where it is gaining pressure, you hear the machine begin to make the sound where it's like dun 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 dun, as you can start hearing as again pressure is building inside the machine itself. As the it's the intake valve that we've done and the pressure valve. It's drawing some water in. It is pressurizing the water inside. Eventually, it goes for a time, but slows down. But anywho's,
Maybe.
Is it making ominous sounds, or is it just making functional sounds?
making functional-ish sounds. Looks like Bagel has crossed the water and is looking northward.
I slightly turn the outtake valve.
All right. The outtake valve is beginning to turn, and as you do, the machine starts to fill with some steam, and it isn't too long before more etching and runes along the walls start showing up. The door to yourself has a light to the very top of the door frame turn on, and you can hear a whirring followed by a clicking noise as the door presumably unlocks. The grates that were at the water here also begin to rescind and extract their way up into the wall, revealing a passageway.
So we have accidentally completed the puzzle.
Yep.
I did it.
Nice.
I'm actually an apprentice plumber.
You've learned well.
I did it.
I'm
you
glad-
guys
Are
see
you
right
an
now.
engineer or
I-
something?
I'm
So I
glad my
would say-
tutelage has taught you this well.
I would say let's check out that door with the light. What do the runes say?
Taking a look at the runes, oh yeah, that's right, you can see it. To research facility is what you end up reading.
I relay this.
Bagel is inspecting the other area across a tunnel
Hell's
that
over
leads into
here.
another room.
I don't. That's a very dark tunnel.
Oh,
How far
pardon
can
me.
Bagel
Let
see?
me
Very
shed some
old.
light. Well,
Alright.
let's take a look around this corner now. Oh my,
Alright,
looks
Humphrey's
like
going north. So you guys are leaving the door to the south alone for now?
That's very. I see a tingle of eyes over there.
looks
very-
like
Looks like a nest.
my Luxodon senses are telling me there's
Can
trouble
I-
up ahead.
Can I roll nature?
No, I'm down
120
here.
foot of peak. You can jump down into the water if you want, or onto the other side of those, and you can take a look around.
I was just peeking like over around the corner,
Yep.
sort of too.
I
Into that
roll-
room, you end up seeing that the water flows into a large chamber, far larger than the one that you are currently in. Pillars supporting the ceiling upwards, and the water continues trailing off. You also hear a sort of almost a conversation, but it sounds mechanical. If you
So
want to
that
go
sounds
ahead,
like the direction of automatons.
yep. If Bagel wants to jump onto the other side, he might end up seeing a couple of the automatons.
Just letting people know all sneaky like.
Let's not split yet.
Second
Alright.
peek.
I'd like to roll nature. Look at those like pile of thorns in that corner over here.
Taking a look, go ahead and roll nature, or go ahead and roll perception on that.
Alright.
Nice.
20.
Taking a deep look in, you see that this is just a collapsed wall with the brick and ceiling that has come down. There doesn't seem to be anything there.
It seems I've mistaken my eyes.
Okay, boy, the light isn't too good around here.
Shady.
So would I be able to see any automatons on this side?
One of the pillars is mostly in the way of the one that you can see. You can see bits and pieces of it. I'll just drag it over into your vision for a second here.
In that case, I would like to summon a chicken and send it downstream.
Okay. You go ahead and you acquire a chicken and you send it in. The water is flowing in that direction, and the chicken flutters and is trying to get itself out of the water. Eventually, it pops itself up onto the side. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a copy of this. Swarm of chicken. We'll just shrink it down for representation of the one chicken there. And you see it get itself onto the ledge and bark, 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 bark. And it isn't long before you hear the as a individual begins walking on over. It is large and towering, almost 10 feet high, as it comes and investigates the chicken. Takes a moment and reaches on down and reaches for the chicken, picks it up with both hands, and begins walking away with the chicken in hand. You hear the chicken as it is carried away.
Let me assure you, just in case you're worried, I am keeping track of how many chickens I have.
Okay. Yeah.
Wonderful.
The automaton has continued making noises at another, by the sounds of it. They seem to be communicating with one another about the chicken.
All right, guys, it's safe. They recognize the value of a chicken.
I follow the.
By picking up this chicken, you have agreed to the transaction to let us loot the rest of this dungeon without impunity.
This is part of the contract.
Without impunity or with impunity?
Without, or with impunity, my bad. Okay. Anyways, who else is doing what right now?
I wanna follow the machine with the chicken.
You'll have to jump into the water and swim to the other side to go investigate the machine.
I'm that short.
The water is about like 10 feet down. It's like a full trough that runs through. So you'd have to swim to get through to the other side.
And so that I need to do something or just.
Yep, I
move the-
need there's no particular danger in this. Your characters are proficient in swimming. So yeah, you can get to the other side. Moving to the other side, though, without declaring stealth, will alert you to the individuals in the area.
So can I use disguise spell? So
Yeah,
I am
you can use the disguise spell as well as your character. The same way that you rolled investigation, you can roll stealth, and that'll determine if other things can see you or not.
Right. So I going to go to the character sheet. And what do I use?
Should be stealth. There we go. Solidly stealthy. And then, are you disguising yourself, or are you staying as good right now? Because you can do both. Disguise.
I'm looking for the spell.
Okay.
It bears mentioning that if these automaton rely on dark vision, Gloomstalker specifies that in darkness, creatures that rely on dark vision treat them as invisible.
Out of character and out of game, these ones have a blind sight 30.
Understood.
Yeah.
Just putting that out.
Yeah, no worries.
Well,
Because it's easy to miss when you're reading it.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely freaking busted.
Umbral sight, yeah, it is.
So I do believe that we've checked out to the north. We have not checked out to the south, and the automatons appear to be further downstream.
Yep.
Do we want to check out the research facility before we move on?
One of our allies just decided to take a swim, and I'm not sure they can swim upriver like a salmon.
We haven't finished the search. We just came back since we got scared.
See anything?
Yep. I don't think you can. Oh, you might see a little bit of the creatures over there.
Don't I have dark vision?
You do. You're not able to see anything on the screen right now?
No, everything is red.
Okay, go ahead and...
red is dark vision.
Yeah. Yeah, red means that there's no light in the area and you're just looking through dark vision.
Nice. So, I'm disguised and stealth.
Disguise Self says that you essentially take on the image of another person. What would you like to look as?
Another chicken.
Can't quite get that small, so you'll be essentially the size of a very large chicken.
You'll be a freakish chicken.
But if that's the way you want to go, yes, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a rooster.
So the others aren't going to see this, but as Good gets himself out of the water and dries off for a moment, he begins casting the spell Disguise Self and takes the form of an extremely large chicken.
A chicken with the proportions of a dwarf.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's a dire chicken.
Yeah, it looks like a person was wearing like a chicken suit almost, but I mean, if you get into the right position, you kind of look like a chicken.
It's the dread cluckatrice.
All right.
Begin singing like another chicken, so I can catch the attention of another automaton.
All right. Sure. And are you being stealthy, or are you trying to get its attention?
I wanna catch his attention, but I wanna be past like another chicken.
Okay. As you begin trying to get the attention of another automaton, you begin trying to buck like a chicken, but the heavy dwarven accent comes through, so instead of like buck, 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 it's like buck, 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 buck.
And won't know the difference.
Yeah, no, they won't. And again, you start hearing in the distance and heavy footsteps.
Do I hear this?
Anybody who is as you guys are closer, the closer it is, the louder it is. But you hear the steps of as it begins marking. Eventually, you see it through your dark vision as a automaton carrying a chicken in both hands is approaching you and sees the large chicken. Bagel is having trouble in the water. Went to go take a breath as he jumped in, but waited too late and got a mouthful of water. Got yourself floating to the top, treading water for a moment, but the stream carries you in a little bit into the next room. Alrighty. There is a large construct that is moving, chicken in hand, towards Good at the moment.
Can I hear them? Can I hear the construct from here?
Yeah, you can hear the footsteps as they get closer. They aren't heavy pounding into the ground, but they aren't soft enough to really be like regular walking. You hear the impacts of each foot. They're not stomping, but they're making their way closer.
So if he started talking, would I be able to comprehend him using my language spell?
Yes, you would.
Alright, I'm having my ear next to the sewer drain.
Alrighty. I'll get somebody else to go ahead and tell me what they're up to. I've got Humphrey and Chadwick in the back at the moment.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty much just trying to be back here to keep the you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to send light down there.
All right. I mean, the tunnel
Um,
itself is glowing a little bit with the light that you have at the moment, but the automaton is more interested in the chicken at the moment.
The lights reach this kind of space is lighter because of the torch, but everything else is dark.
Yeah, it's still dark because you guys haven't brought any lights in. I think it's only a little bit of like where Bagel is that the light is coming through. I'll see what the automaton can see because it is blind sight, so it doesn't notice the light.
It's like splish and
It
splash.
is, yeah. It's only seen good so far, and it's able to hear a little bit of the splashing from Bagel. So I guess what is Humphrey up to then?
What's going on? What's going on, boys? I
Well,
seem to be missing 2 of our numbers. I'll come over to this side.
We went
Humphrey,
down
you did get a telepathic message.
Yep. Oh, looks like Humphrey got a message. Send in the chickens.
How did
Get him.
sending in the chickens wind up two people missing?
Just get them. Put a good 4th of them into the stream. All right, go.
And
All right,
be
so
fine.
I'm guessing that we insert one swarm of chickens into the stream.
yep.
There's only 5 pre-ready chickens, but you can gather more.
I jump into the chicken pile.
Okay.
I roll stealth.
Sure, you're bobbing in your head with all the chickens as they're all fluttering about trying to keep themselves getting out of the water, but the hands
Do
as
I-
well as the rest of the party are like shoving them, keeping them in the water as they
Do
go.
I get
floating in it.
do I get stealth advantage for that?
Yeah, I'd say so. The chickens are very distracting.
All right.
Bagel,
Se-
you
se-
are swarmed by
17
chickens as
and
well.
18.
Yeah, Bagel is using an improvised chicken raft to keep himself above water.
Just
Alright,
like
the
got
bi-
like one and like one under the right arm, one under the left arm, one under the right knee, one under the left, and you're just like floating there.
They're like floaties, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
That's 18, by the way.
So
Good
how
check.
how deep is the water here?
It's 10 feet.
Okay.
Like 3 meters.
You're very heavy.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing heavy armor, but I do have a decent amount of athletics. Because I wanted to see if I could try to like effectively swim one-armed while holding my torch up out of the water.
Flow this.
Go ahead
That
and
would
make
be
me
quick.
an athletics check. If you pass DC 10, then yeah, I'll say that you're able to do it. Yeah, you're fine. You're like, so long as you're proficient to the armor, not in a combat, not being harried, you can kind of focus on keeping the one arm up and kicking and doing kind of like a half tread, half forward movement, and eventually make your way over. And eventually, as you guys make your way over, the automaton with the chicken makes their way over, and it's like, it twists its head to the side, and then has its head upright. Its head turns exactly 180 degrees, and you hear it shouting out, for the comprehend languages, Alpha, come and see this. There are more.
So Chadwick is going to call out in common.
Yep.
That greetings and well met. I see that you have found our stray. They're so easy to lose track of.
The automaton's head twists back around the 180 degrees to look at you, and you hear it chirp and beep a couple more times. Language, modern, common. And it begins speaking, though it seems to be a little out of date. Some of the words are like slang that you would have heard like maybe 100 years ago. And it's like, greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome
Hello.
to the research facility. Alpha, we have guests. And in the distance you hear the sploosh, and as it makes its way into the water, and then you hear it clamoring its way out. It is coming to visit.
Alright, I cast prestidigitation on my head to give myself the colors of the chicken.
Sure. The automaton invites you to get out of the water and dry off. Please come over here. We have dry floor. And begins walking over. Lets the chicken down on the ground, realizing that it is not their property. And goes over and stands with Alpha. The two of them will be essentially just waiting for you. They aren't moving. As you do get closer, though, they go ahead and they start allowing lights and such to illuminate from the bodies, essentially spreading light out from themselves. Let's go ahead and emitting bright light. You get to emit it for 30. And low light for 30. Same thing with Alpha.
I scream as the light blinds me. Alright, I actually keep in stealth and keep going downstream with the chicken horde.
Alrighty.
Yeah, most of the chicken horde has been fished out.
Okay.
No!
I'll be helping him round up the last of his chickens.
Soggy
I
chickens.
keep 20.
Eventually, there's a point where you get most of the chickens out, but there's just a couple of really dumb ones that just keep jumping back in the water.
That's what we call water chickens.
Yep.
Alright, I'm still painted, as you can tell from my orange dot.
You guys make your way into the next room, Alpha and Beta waiting for you. But until you get within 30 feet, they don't actually know you're there.
Oh no, Chad, you've got a challenger, Alpha.
So I'm gonna hiss to the others. I'm not exactly the biggest reader. What exactly we were supposed to be doing investigating the automatons again?
Recalling back to the job, you guys were supposed to find or objects of interest and value and bring them back for the new what is it, Dutch, or the new Baron? The new Baron of the area. He superseded his father and decided that there was valuables here and was hiring adventurers to collect them and bring them back.
Yeah, the prince hired
locations of importance. An elephant never forgets.
Yeah. I actually go behind this pillar. Oh, not behind that pillar, actually. I duck under this bridge for a bit.
Okay.
And I assume my gladiator guise using my disguise kit.
Yeah, okay. As you're swimming, you reach into your pack and start pulling out, and you're getting dressed underneath the bridge. Every so often, you bob underneath, you reach up, grab the ledge, and pull yourself up, and pulling on the mask, getting tied up, or tying up the strings, and eventually you get...
I'll give him a hand.
I have double proficiency in disguise kits. Like, by the time he grabs my hand, he sees another man.
That's nifty.
For Bagel, you get a nod from, or you get a call out from one of your shepherds. Will do. And you hear more chickens essentially being broomed into the water. All right.
It's gonna be difficult getting these chickens back out the other side.
It really is.
Look, chicken logistics are not my expertise. I hired an assistant for that.
Yep.
I assume my guise is the Cleaver.
Very well.
I step within line of sight of Chad.
There we go. So the only one that can see right now, there we go, is... What is it? Is it 30 feet? Yeah, they can see you guys now. Beta and Alpha, what do you call it? Greetings and welcome to research facility. And it gets staticked out. But they don't even realize that it has been. What business do you have here today? And why have you entered in through the waterway?
Door broke.
I see.
Door's broken.
Looks you over. It seems that the facility is in need of repairs.
That's right. Proper Degradation all over the place. The pipes are rusting. The valves are creaking.
Duly
All
noted.
sorts
Well,
of
was-
fixing upping.
There are gricks in your ick, good sir.
Grick. That creature is not native to this land. The creature's origin. And Beta begins trailing off. After she finishes, Alpha chimes in. We understand that there may be a containment breach. Please stay near us while we protect you.
How long has it been since there's been another visitor?
The two of them stop for a moment. Accessing research facilities databanks. Research facility has not had a visitor in 4 days. The visitor was promptly escorted out of the premises when they were unable to meet the basic magic qualifications.
Prince.
Oh, well, seems we've cracked that code then. Thank you kindly.
It is a basic necessity for any individuals to enter the research facility that they provide even the barest minimum of magical competence. We are glad that you were able to provide such.
I signal I signal to Good and cast prestidigitation, makes Spark slap his fingers.
Yes, prestidigitation, a magical spell that is given to, or that all children are taught. It is good to
Yes.
see that you have not forgotten the basics and fundamentals.
Like riding a bicycle, you cannot forget.
So you tried saying a word there that doesn't seem to have a meaning in the language because you don't seem to know what the word was. And for some reason that same word, the designation of the facility out above the outside door where it was, posted that we had to demonstrate our proficiency with multiple types of magic. The name of the facility was also distorted there. Can you show us to where there might be physical copies of records? Something that we can look at and touch.
The automatons are confused, and Alpha turns. Do you mean facility? And the static comes in, and he looks at you as if he just gave you the name.
I'm going to try to mimic back the exact sound that he made.
Okay. Go ahead and make a performance check then.
Perform for us, little man.
You do it. It's almost pitch perfect, and he looks at and Alpha looks at you. I do not understand. I said facility, and again static, but he's confused why you gave him static.
I think that we need to take a look at some of your hard copy records.
Physical
Sell
copy
them
records.
chickens.
We're researchers from beyond the facility, looking for information to be shared by other scholars.
I see. If you are from one of the other cities, might I give you a tour of the facility?
Of course.
All right.
That'd be splendid.
Beta and Alpha, what do you call it? Initiating tour protocol. Please follow us. And the two of them begin marching one after, Alpha leading the way, Beta offering you to follow Alpha, and she will follow in behind you.
All right.
No. Alpha begins moving and comes up to the door and presses its hands onto it and emits a small charge. You hear the unlocking of the door as it begins swinging open. As I go ahead over to the dynamic lighting again. Boop. There we go.
Oh boy.
And Beta begins following in. Alpha is, we are heading for the entrance first. It would be best if we start there. And continues marching along.
I look around at the walls and stuff as we go along to look for any carvings or writings.
More or
Yeah.
less, you get more of the runes of the local area. The room that you're passing in has a small waiting room. There are chairs that are set up, but have been in disuse for many years.
So-
Alpha continues moving his way through the
What
hall.
is the pillar that's at the top of the like dais there?
The pillar itself is a intricate pillar that has lights that emit down the side of it. They are currently off.
It's a door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look like that alcove is important or anything?
Nope, just a general waiting area, break area essentially. Alpha will continue. Please, we will start at the beginning of the facility. Do not wander off too far. But yeah, Essence, where are you going?
I'm lost. I don't know.
There we
My
go.
cat hit my computer as I was trying to move, and my cat threw me into a random area.
Alrighty.
Did you bring my
What
torch
is
with
this
me?
door?
Yep. As a note, I've got looks like Bagel is deciding to hide in the back there with all of the chickens.
What's this door here?
The door is currently locked. You can try and open it. And Beta, as sees you at the door, please, we will be heading to the entryway of the facility. Please follow me. And Beta continues walking on.
I'll ask. Who's the administrator of this facility?
Administrator.
I'd like to see them.
Administrator gives you static. Is currently indisposed. They've been deceased for 89 years.
Is there a
Some-
new administrator being planned?
We have not received word of a new administrator. As such, we are waiting to continue.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
the stuff up
something-
here.
And good.
Something is the
I've,
lead-
I've got to pause everybody there. Good. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check, and I'll get everybody to roll me initiative.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Good ended up finding a treasure chest, and is current. I need everybody to roll me initiative.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
The
I'm
only.
glad I explicitly specified I was looking for sudden movements.
I'll get Grok'thal to stand where he is at the moment.
Oh, what is that thing?
Yep.
Oye,
And-
quiero otra. My bad, I just missed.
Security systems. Let me go ahead and put these to the back
Rooster form.
and to the back. There we go. So you're able to as you begin walking forward, you feel your hand hit something very squishy and smooth, and you can feel almost a slight burning sensation as you pull back, and you realize that you were about to walk into a gelatinous cube. It is currently holding a treasure chest inside it. Get to go ahead and
That
get these guys.
sneaky little such and such.
Yep. Let me go ahead and get the initiatives going on all these. At least
I yell, Alpha!
Okay. I need Alpha to go ahead and make their check, and I need Beta to go ahead and make theirs. Remember that Alpha and Beta currently do not know what's going on in the other room right now, and probably best to keep it that way. Gelatinous Cube, and Grick is dead. Awesome. So I've got Bagel, I've got Grok'thal, I've got Humphrey, I've got Gelatinous Cubes, Alpha and Beta. So who am I missing?
Do I roll initiative?
Pardon? Yeah, I need you to roll initiative for me, please. And I also need Chadwick to roll me initiative. Oh, you ended up as the torch for some reason, 9.1. I'll get you added in.
Sorry about that.
I'm like,
Also, make sure you add good to the initiative order since he hadn't clicked his token.
yep. I will do so. And we are going to look at 18.8, or 18.18. There we go. And I'll go ahead and set that into descending order. Alrighty. And we get to go ahead and start off with Humphrey. Humphrey doesn't know know about the combat yet, so it's just a surprise round for everybody but Good and the Gelatinous Cubes. Good. Gelatinous Cubes are waiting there with treasure chests inside them and are large acidic creatures.
So, give me a second. I need to read. spells. Do I have a bonus for the first hit being stealth?
Your bonus, you have a +7 to stealth, but you have to break line of sight from an enemy before you can stealth.
Doesn't count like I'm a chicken right now.
Yeah, you still look like a chicken, but you tried to enter into something that is just a poisonous, or a creature that's a self-defense mechanism, essentially. You made contact with it. It sees you as a intruder, so it's gonna go try and consume you.
The plan is hide it at the side of the pillar
All right.
and make the first hit.
To hide, you have to break line of sight. Yeah, you're able to break line of sight as you tuck behind the pillar. And then if you go ahead and you fire your arrow, you reveal yourself if you do so.
Dread Ambusher. Is that something
Yep.
I can use?
Yeah, that lets you make 2 attacks on the first turn, and your second attack does extra damage.
Can I use Hunter's Mark and then Longbow?
Yep. Alrighty, then I will go ahead and... That one has been hit, so we are seeing the first one dealing is 12 points of damage onto the gelatinous cube there. Okay.
Oof.
Alrighty, and then because of Dread Ambusher, you can make a second attack.
That action breaks the spell.
Nope, doesn't break the spell. You revealed yourself, though, when doing so. So go ahead and make another attack.
Longbow, the right one.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark.
Yep, a 15 is going to hit. You're dealing 11, 12, and you also do one more d8. So go ahead and roll an extra d8 for me. So go ahead and type that into chat. Awesome, that works. Dealing another 20 points into the gelatinous cube. The pair of arrows sink deep into it, leaving large wound trails into the jello. The arrows themselves begin to dissolve within. Yeah, the gelatinous cube is scratched.
I won.
It's hurt, but it's still ready to go for combat. You have moved 15, 20, 25 feet so far. And you get to move an extra 5 more, or an extra 2 spaces at the begin, or on your first turn. So you can move 2 more spaces if you want.
I want to be there.
Alrighty. Moving on. Alpha ended up hearing a bit of combat. Please do not enter into the other rooms. We will begin with the tour at the beginning of the facility. And continues moving themselves onwards. Bagel, it is your turn. All in the back. Not too much is going on your side, though the rest of the party is moving on forward to go deal with a possible tour. What are you up to?
Would there be any sort of like erratic movement of the torchlight that I can see through here?
It's still the beginning of the turn, so probably not. Oh, sorry, this is surprise round still, so we're jumping back to the top of initiative. Have a second. My bad. Top of initiative should be Humphrey at the moment. And then we have good, then ancient. So, yeah. Sorry, gelatinous cubes get to go wobbling on in, which is the top one? This one.
I have a question.
Yes.
Alpha and beta.
Sorry,
No.
my connection crapped out for a moment.
No worries.
Alpha and beta?
The cube didn't die. Oh.
No, the cube didn't die. They are very hard to kill.
Ooh. I
Humphrey.
looked away for 1 second.
Well, I'm taking it Beta didn't move at all during her turn?
No. It was just good and the gelatinous cubes.
Well, do I have any indication that something's going on?
Yeah. Good the chicken man is running back in a panic.
I have a plan.
I'm gonna,
Wait.
try to be craning my neck to see around, but I guess I'll hold my action and just move with Beta.
Okay. Good. Back to the top of initiative on you. The second turn. The gelatinous cubes are closing in.
So I didn't hear anything because I got disconnected. I'm guessing that I got passed because Surprise round.
Surprise round. Yep.
Okay.
I can move, no?
Yep. The first round's a
wanna
surprise round. It was only you and the cubes that knew combat was going on for the first round.
I wanna run to where to Alpha and Beta.
Okay. Remember that leaving the attack space of the gelatinous cube will allow it to make one free attack on you.
Yes. So since I look like a chicken, I will be shouting like a chicken. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay. Buck, 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 buck. Like a chicken, you are running away. I just double check the gelatinous cubes are 5 foot or 10 foot reach with pseudo.
I will
5 foot.
shield myself.
First one gets to go ahead and make an attack on you first. Here we go. A 17 to hit, I believe, connects with your armor class. And I'm just going to go ahead and put Alpha to the back. And the creature gets to go ahead and deal 10 damage to Good as it slaps the chicken man as he goes running away and jumps into Alpha's arms, essentially. Alrighty. So you run to Alpha. Are you making any attacks or no?
No. I will hide
Okay.
behind that.
Okay, so you're running behind Alpha there. Okay. Alpha, turns around and sees that the chicken is running away and notices from the edge that one of the gelatinous cubes. Could everybody please stand back? One of the inlate security systems is attempting to consume this chicken. Please stand by. And Alpha goes ahead and begins trying to talk to the gelatinous cube. Bagel, it is your turn.
Wait, what are you, chicken? Sorry.
Chadwick is gonna. Chadwick would like to take a free action to go. Security systems.
Yes.
Am I able to hear any of this going on?
You could probably hear the buck, 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 buck of Good, the long echoing talk of Alpha. That's pretty much what I've got so far.
I'm going to drop out of my pocket a handful of feed just so these guys don't run too far off. And
yep.
Let me actually make sure I'm knowing how far I'm moving since we are in combat. 25, not seeing anything. 40, that should be everything. I'm still not really seeing anything, so.
Yep.
3, nothing really happening here.
You can see the gelatinous cube far in the distance as it is wiggling and being instructed to stop by Alpha.
Right. In that case.
And tuck back in. Alrighty. Chadwiz, it's your turn. Or Chadwick.
Chad is being told to stand back because there's a security system in play. He's going to move back a little bit and, have his shield ready.
Alrighty.
I'm in danger.
I'm going to take a readied action, standard action. If one of the security systems gets within reach of me, I'm going to try to whack it.
Sounds good. Alrighty, gelatinous cube. The first one is being told to stop by Alpha. The second one is going to try and consume Grok'thal as it is in the way. Grok'thal, go ahead and make me a dexterity 12 or a DC 12 dexterity save. Nope. As you are consumed by the gelatinous cube, it is going to continue dragging you along with it, then squeeze into the next space. You get to go ahead and, I believe, do you take damage right now or when it's later? You get to take 3d6 worth of acid damage, so we'll go ahead and get that done.
No.
Oh, that's not good. Yep.
Ooh.
Engulf you cannot breathe. You are restrained and... Or sorry. At the beginning of your next turn, you can try and break out. But yeah, one of the gelatinous cubes has picked you up and is dragging you along. So that'll be fun.
So it just moved adjacent to me.
Yep, you are free to whack it.
I'd like to ask to do something different. Sure. Slightly different.
Stab me.
I had the ready to action to try to swing at the security system if it threatens me.
Yep.
But I've got an ally that's engulfed in this thing.
Yep.
Can I appeal to drop my axe and try to use my pending action to shove my hand into this gelatinous cube and try to get my friend out?
Sure, I'll let you try that.
All right. Is this a strength check, an athletics check?
Yep, this is athletics. I think you need to be athletics DC 12 and rip it out. Yep. You go ahead and you like reach in, grab Grok'thal, and just rip him out of the cube, which jiggles.
Tasted some. That wasn't mine.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Then Beta will go ahead and please get behind me. The security
Okay.
systems do not seem to be functioning properly.
Okay.
Just nope. Grok'thal, it's your turn.
I got behind her.
Yep.
All right, I'm out. Bye, guys.
Nope.
There's some fucked up shit back there. So if I were to hold on, let me do ruler to see how far I can go. Yeah, I can reach where I am right now. Just I can just move one other space too. Hey, don't go up there, Bagel. All right, there's some shit going on.
All right.
Yeah, Bagel is convinced that those mimics are scary and wants nothing to do with them.
Next gelatinous cube is going to try and punch its way past Alpha there. It does not, or it is not able to hurt Alpha. And Humphrey, it's your turn. I'll also say this is going to be the last turn of the session, just because we're getting past 10 o'clock here.
Right.
All right. This one is tricky. Well, okay. Well, can I get past Beta in any meaningful way?
Yeah, Beta's not impeding your movement. She's considered an ally for this fight.
I mean, I shouldn't, but I want to.
For this
And Humphrey goes,
Fucking go.
please,
So-
wait, I will
So,
deal with
I'm-
this as you go rushing on through.
So
I
I'm just
will-
making sure I understand.
Can I, as part of this charge, can I do a performance to make it look like, oh, oops, I slipped and stabbed it,
I love it.
to
Okay.
try to convince the automatons that this is no act of defiance.
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Damn. Oh no, you seem to have slipped. No, oh. It's like, and you strike into the automaton. Go ahead and make the attack.
I'm attacking. I'm
Oh,
attacking.
sorry,
the
not
jelly.
the yeah, you're attacking the jelly, not the not Beta.
Whoops.
Whoops. My sword seemed to have stabbed right into this thing. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Oopsies.
Boom! Oh man, that's a good hit.
Jeez. All right.
As you cut into it, and you can see that it is now in a quote-unquote bloodied state. There is enough wound channels in the thing that it is starting to look like a piece of jello that's been stabbed with a knife too many times.
From here, can I see that there's a chest inside it?
Yes, you can definitely see that there is a chest inside it.
Humphrey knows what's up. Humphrey ends his turn.
Alrighty. Good. It's your turn. Chicken Man, go.
the same
Rice,
routine.
chicken or rice.
I suppose they be in the back of the alpha, so
Okay.
he can't see me very well.
Alright. So you're shooting the jelly there?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna go ahead and deal 10 damage to the jelly. Not bad, not bad. Any bonus actions or movement from you? Nope. Alrighty. Moving on then, we have Alpha, who's going to go ahead and punch the gelatinous cube in the center of it back. Do not try and consume these individuals. and begins just slamming into it. Just doesn't get the throw, but punches into it a couple of times.
So right now I'm getting like the mental sound effects
That's just
of
whack,
of
whack.
someone of someone like taking a ping pong paddle and drumming on Jello.
Plop, 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 plop.
Oh
Like-
lord.
Alpha's
How's the
playing
treasure chest doing?
bongos.
All right,
Al-
quick, get a microphone out here. I think this counts as ASMR.
Alpha has punched the gelatinous cube into nothing. The treasure chest is left on the ground. I'll just go ahead and drag that over. Oh, that's on the GM overlay, that's why. No?
What happened
Oh, I have it on
to
the map spot. That's what's going on. Okay, and that is on the token layer, and that should also be on the token layer. There we go. So yeah, Alpha kicked the crap out of one of them. Bagel, it's your turn.
Right. So Bagel has yet to see any evidence that these aren't mimics.
Yep.
All Bagel saw was some chests moving across the floor and his allies panicking.
Yep.
Oh no.
Peek out. Oh, there's another one there. Still trying to be sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. That should be with advantage.
11 hits. I think it's only got like an AC of 6. Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh.
An entire damage to the mimic.
And it like you see a bit of frost forming away from the
For
chest.
reference, I'm I'm going for the closer one. This mimic right here.
Yeah. Oh, the chest is what do you call it? Not actually a mimic.
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Bagel is not.
An 11 does not hurt it. But yeah. Alrighty. Moving on. Chadwick. There is another mimic with another quote unquote mimic.
Do I want to engage the mimic cube? Or do I want to try and help move my ally into relative safety behind Beta? This is the question.
Can someone mark the position of Beta?
I think I'm going to I think I'm just gonna have to I don't want to just let Beta take care of the jelly cube.
Fair enough.
So I think I'm going to just hold the line and defend.
Alrighty. Then, in that case, Beta's gonna go ahead, walk up, push the chest out of the way, like with her foot, and she's going to lay into the gelatinous cube. Whack! What does that come out to? 35, 45 points of damage as she just begins pounding into these horrible cube. You can see, like, part of it has been cleaved off and out of the way. Return back. The security system is malfunctioning. Please return to original state. As he's bashing into it, like, with fervor, but, like, her robotic expression isn't able to convey anger or frustration. Grok'thal, looks like it's your turn again.
I think I'm fine. I'm just about where I am. I'm just gonna hang out over here with Bagel. But, like, actually, I'll stay here so I can watch.
Alrighty.
Careful, girl. Those things are scary. They're mimics.
The
They'll eat
gelatinous
you.
cube attempts to engulf on Beta. Beta gets to attempt to make a dexterity save. Beta is being consumed by a gelatinous cube.
I wish to smack the cube that is engulfed Beta.
Yep.
Wait. This could be a good thing, guys. Wait. Let's just hold on, fellas. Let's just see how this one plays out.
I'm already mid-swing. Can I swing?
You can swing.
I can swing.
And 11 connects, and with one-handed, dealing 10 points of damage into the cube. As a paladin, would you like to smite?
Not at this time.
Alrighty. But anywho's, that brings us back to the end of initiative there, and I'm calling the session there. Thank you very much for participating in the one-shot. I hope you guys had
Thank you for hosting.
fun smacking trash snakes and talking to giant automatons who then proceeded to beat the crap out of a potential encounter for you guys.
Wish we had vicious mockery the snakes more so we could trash talk the trash snakes.
Dude, like, gelatinous cubes are so fucking terrifying whenever there's multiple.
Yep.
They are, but as far as I'm concerned, we're fighting mimics.
That's fair.
I thought it was
Angry.
fun that the chest is just sitting there, but gelatinous cubes don't move. So therefore, people who are scared of the chest expect it to be a mimic, hit it, and then the chest starts moving at them, not in the way that they expected, but they were still ready for it. Subverting expectation type thing.
The thing
Oh,
is,
I
the
absolutely
gelatinous
love it.
cubes are basically like invisible when they're not moving
Yep.
because they're clear.
Yeah.
So Bagel, peeks around the corner and sees here is a chest shimmying across the floor. Bagel still thinks it's a mimic.
Yup.
One of my absolute favorite encounters that I have run. It was in a dwarven tunnel. It was a Dwergar little outpost. It was out at the end of their at a back door from their caves and everything. And basically, it was just this little outpost room that was a little common room, a barracks, a bathroom, and a kitchen.
Yep.
Right. The party goes into the kitchen, and one of the things that I commented on is that basically this 10 by 15 room is immaculate. It's spotless. There's no rust, there's no anything. Like, the stove is nice and clean. All
Very
the
nice.
pots on the wall are very clean, and there's like a pile of firewood on the left wall. The cooking stuff's on the right hand wall. And oh, by the way, now that you are adjacent to the firewood, you actually notice buried, kind of partially hidden underneath the stack of firewood. It looks like there's a coffer or some kind of like storage for you're not sure what, possibly some of their food. So party immediately thinks, oh, it's a mimic, and they throw a slice of cheese onto the chest, well, as if it was a cat. And the chest didn't respond. And then so the party member moved up close and tried to open the chest. And that's when they got engulfed by the swarm.
Blech.
I made a combination stat block, mixing together literally a gelatinous cube features and mimic features to make a swarm of tiny mimics that were pretending to be firewood. And the swarm of tiny mimics does like bludgeoning damage and adheres to the person and weighs them down and engulfs them and just starts bludgeoning them into pulp.
Yep. But anyways, I'm gonna end the recording there. There we go.